away. In our 2 seat, from Panama City down the Panhandle, with a chip count of 463,000, a regular to the room here in Jacksonville as well. A warm welcome for Jeff Trudeau. In our 3 seat, another regular to the room and a mildly popular guy on occasion, coming all the way down from Florence, South Carolina for the main. 563,000 in chips for him. Please welcome Kelly Joe Andrews. And welcome his mullet as well. In the 4 seat, with 534,000 in chips, from just over the border in Woodbine, Georgia. A warm welcome for Unique Petio. We will skip the 5 seat here at this final table and move to the 6 seat, and that is where our chip leader sits at the moment. He has 801,000 in chips. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina. A round of applause for Rishi Srivastava. In our 7 seat, one of a pair of locals straight here from Jacksonville with a count of 634,000. This is Chris Halkitis. We told you about Rafael Adame in our 1 seat, starting with only 34,000 in chips. In our 7 seat, this man started the day with a grand total of 3 chips. 11,000. He's still here right now. He is the short stack, but I bet he doesn't mind at all. He's been that way all day. 154,000 in chips. Right here in Jacksonville again. A warm welcome for Jeffrey Blum. And rounding out the field in our 9 seat, he is from Claremont, Florida. 290,000 is his chip count. A round of applause for Michael Stoma. All right, we've got a great group, everybody. We want to wish you all the best. Next one out will receive 7,791, but I'm sure that's not what you're aiming for. You are gunning for first place, which is just over $67,000. So good luck to all of you. Our button starts in the 1 seat. Chase is our dealer starting out in the box. We will also have a lease in the box later on. Good luck again, everyone. Blind levels are at 6,000, 12,000, 12,000 ante. We'll be in this level for another 15 minutes before a quick color up of the orange chip. Chase, shuffle up and deal.
We want that 67,000. We're going to bind you to that 67,000.
Oh, 64?
Yeah, you got to
go 64,000.
You got to turn that 3,000 in.
All right, thank you, Arlie, our TD, for our Trifecta series. I want to thank you all for joining us here at Best Bet Live. I am here with my boy Adonis, and my name is Johnny. Fantastic again, guys. Welcome to the final table of our Trifecta main event. We had a total of 146 players through the field. Day 2, 19 players came back, and we were down to the final 8.
Yeah, this was relatively one of those tournaments where it got a lot of good players. I was dealing it yesterday, and I saw a few faces and names that I was definitely akin to seeing. So it's glad to see some of them outlast the field and make it tonight, or today, I should say. I know Kelly Joe is one of those faces you're definitely used to seeing. The resident PLO player, but is a not bad no limit hold'em player. And look at this first hand of the day. Jeffrey here, as Arlie did allude to, he came into the day with 11,000 in chips. So the man is okay. Doesn't matter if he's short stack. He's like, I shouldn't be here, technically. So he's going to scoop that first one up. He flops 2 pair, all diamond board. Says, I'm going to go with it. Gets all his chips.
I mean, he laddered up. So mint cash in this tournament was 3,800, and he even found himself all the way to the final table. Now the next player out will receive $7,791. So it's pretty good. Laddering up from 3 chips left on day 2 and finds himself on the final table.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not a bad payout either. You know, being able to outlast the field and get paid some quiche is pretty good. So congrats to all 8 players. Congrats to... I know who you are now, Cletus. I knew it. As soon as I dealt to you, I knew exactly who you were. Next time I'll say hi, because I knew exactly who you were, which is weird, but I did. But yeah, congratulations to all the players that made the final table. Congratulations to all the players who drove, walked, might have lived down the street, or flew here to play in our Trifecta series. It's our first one.
Yeah, it's a great event. I mean, we put these event right on top of the Kentucky Derby, and our room was
Packed, to say the least.
action-packed over the weekend.
But it was a good Trifecta series.
Yeah. Our starter event was a 1K buy-in. And,
Who won that?
That was Fernando Rodriguez. They all chopped it about 5 ways. They had 166 total entries. And between the 5-way chop, Fernando got the lion's share of $26,000, and everybody else kind of chopped around between 20K, and the smallest amount was 13K.
Yeah, that was superstar himself, Willie. Shout out to Willie, another resident PLO player. He made that final table and was included in that 5-way chop. So good job to him. I have never, ever seen him play a tournament. And I walked into the back of the room, and there he is in the midst of final table action. So good job to him.
Yeah, I see Willie all the time, especially when I'm traveling out, especially in Hollywood. I see, Willie grinding out in tournaments. But our closer event, $500 buy-in, is still going on, and registration is still open. It started at 1 o'clock. I believe registration should be closing about 4:30. So if you're in and around the room, come on down. You can still make it. Again, $500 buy-in. I think we got up to like 160 players so far in the 500.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good number. So Rishi's going to open ace-queen off to 24. Kelly Joe is going to want to see a flop there with 2 deuces, and Unique says, well, I'm getting a good enough price. He's going to call with that king-6 off and finds himself flopping bottom pair, and is now going to turn top and bottom. But the board is pretty connected. But I think at this point he's not necessarily committed to this hand, but he feels he has the best hand.
Yeah, I gotta feel pretty strong with 2 pair here.
Absolutely.
I don't think you're gonna be any scared with a straight. So
no.
Gonna put a little value here, a 50K bet into 134.
If anyone is gonna have that hand, it's gonna be him because he closed the action out. Like he was the one that was getting a good enough price to call. He's the one that could get in there with that like middling or marginal kind of hand. So
all right,
he's gonna take it down.
What's up, Sue from Sydney, Australia?
Yeah, Guy Turner, we're back. Some troubleshooting, some Johnny and Jordan and Dustin hanging out back here messing with it. And I'd like to think we're in better shape now.
I think this is the thing. I actually have Asian superpower with the golden thumb. Whatever electronics that I just touch, it works. It works. It's a little bit weird, but it's actually an actual thing.
I mean, we're in it right now, so that's good.
So far, so good. Stream is running, I think, at 100% so far. No glitches.
No, we're looking good. I like it. I like it. I like it. And the action's going to get back to Rishi, and Rishi's going to like his hand. He is ace-10 offsuit. And you got to understand the level at which tournament poker is played is extremely high. As Kelly sends out his mating call, that's how they find each other in the room. You know, in a room that's packed full of poker players, you just send out that nice little caw. You get it back, you know where he is. Echolocation. Echolocation, I believe is what it's called. So Rishi is going to look down at the ace-10. And I believe he raised. He did. He made it 50K. We don't have Raphael's cards, but they must be good enough to call an open to 50K. So here we go. Heads up to the flop. Raphael's going to be in position. That's definitely going to connect more with Raphael's range. So
I don't like to check here. Rishi should definitely be c-betting in that spot.
Turn to king.
Small little lead here is okay also.
No, you don't pay for it. They're paying for the first couple rounds.
The reason why I like Rishi betting the flop there is because Raphael is so short. Any small bet is going to close out.
I didn't realize he only had 150.
Yeah, so I didn't really like Rishi's check there on the flop, but then a small bet on the turn gets Rishi to fold.
Greg Adams, what's up, man? What's going on, buddy? We're just watching a little final table action. This is our Best Bet Trifecta Series main event. We have 8 players remaining. We had 146 total entrants. The final 8 remain, and among them, we are going to crown 1 champion. So the process, this is what you're watching. This is what you're here for. You want to see who's going to win, and I can tell you this much, I couldn't call it. One of the gentlemen on this table, I believe in the 8th seat, came into today with 11,000 in chips and somehow found his way onto the final table. So there's any indication of how he's running, there's your answer.
And it is going to be a pretty tough table. I know Jeffrey Trudeau, who's in the 2 seat, is probably the most seasoned player, and he's got a little over 1.8 million in live tournament earnings. So he's someone to watch out for. I think he's my favorite to win. He's probably got the most experience as far as.
I don't know if I can narrow. I don't know if I can narrow down who I want to make it or to be crowned king, so to say.
It'll be crowned the Trifecta main event champion.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I like my odds. If lay some odds on either Rishi or Kelly Joe.
I like it.
But I mean, the man has 1.8 million in tournament live earnings for a reason. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. So Chris here is going to elect to take the lead in this hand. Obviously, he can't like the ace or queen, but he's going to go ahead and make that deduction in his mind that, hey, Kelly can't have an ace or a queen here.
Well, in this spot, you definitely need to lead out because you want to know where you're at. So leading in a small bet like this is going to tell him a couple more things about the hand. So if he leads out and gets called, you might be looking up an ace or queen against his opponent or the flush draw. But leading out is always a good thing. Heads up. Just you want to know where you're at.
Trudeau always. Gang in the house. We got some Trudeau fans out there. Your boy is in the 2 seat. I believe he does have some chips. If he wouldn't be at the table if he didn't have chips, but I'll give you an exact count here. Let's see. Looks like he is in the 2, so he has 400. Excuse me. Let me give you a.
Yeah, we'll throw you some chip counts here real quick. They're about 4 hands in.
427,000.
So he's about in the middle of the pack right now. Still a pretty good stack. Very comfortable at the 400K.
This is live, Mitch. This is live. We're on a 15-minute delay, but technically live.
Yeah, I think we're at what 6 and 12,000. We're about to hit 8 and 16,000.
Yes,
so.
They have about another, I think, 15 minutes in this level, and then they're gonna move up. I think they're gonna color up some of the 1,000 chips, and then they're gonna move up to what is it, 816?
That's right,
816. So I think they're, you know, since we were talking about Jeffrey, I think he opened the King Jack, and no one wanted to come along with him, so he got that walk there, rather no contest. So that's good. But yeah, this is the Best Bet Trifecta inaugural Trifecta series. We do have 8 players remaining. Total field of 146 players. Prize pool, $258,420. And the final 8 at this table are fighting for a pretty good chunk of that.
Dabble, the closer is still going on. Registration still continues. The last I saw that it had about 160 entrants in the closer and still climbing.
Kelly Schwartz says Rishi has some skills and plays a lot. We've gone head to head a bunch. I believe it. I believe it. I've dealt to the gentleman. He's very methodical in his approach to poker. You know, I feel like once the stakes increase, you know, a lot of players tend to think about their decisions, you know, going to the tank, and it's always good to be methodical at this level. You're playing for thousands and thousands of dollars, so take your time, be a student of the game, know exactly how you want to approach every single hand, and it seems like Rishi does that.
Well, let's do this. Let's go and look him up on him.
I know he came into the final table as the chip leader, 801,000 in chips.
If you want to look him up on Hennemob, his first name is Rish.
Rishi. Steve Zhang in the Facebook chat. Steve Zhang, man, I was looking to see you at that tournament final table. The man made, I think, 3 or 4 final tables back to back to back, or even took down some events. So shout out to Steve Zhang in the Facebook chat. A very, very good poker player. Thanks for stopping by. Cheering on Kelly Joe. Kelly Joe's the resident poker player here in Best Bet Jacksonville. We all love him. He's great. He's funny. And he's just a good personality on the tables. And to round it all off, he's pretty good at poker. So Rishi does open the ace queen of hearts to 30,000. No one wants to come along. No one wants to tango with the big stack. And if you're short like Raphael, you're just looking for your moment. You're praying for your moment, and you're hoping it comes rather sooner than later.
25,000 was a good idea.
Eugene in the YouTube chat says, "Yeah, Rishi hit me for 8K." So yeah, Rishi has had a few victims out there, but you better believe he's looking to win all the money today, as he is the chip leader. Big G's. What's up, Leon? Leon over in the Twitch chat. What's going on, man? Hope the family's well. Hope golfing went well, too. So we got Jeff and Jeffrey. They're both going to see a flop, and they're both going to flop a little piece. Obviously, Jeffrey's going to have a little bit more equity. He does have the gutter and the over. 9 comes on the turn, but that's going to give Jeff a straight. Oh, boy. And Jeff here is relatively short stacked. He knows there's a 4-liner out there. He knows he doesn't have much behind. And he's doing something that might get him hurt. Let's see what happens. And Jeff did check that back there, and he's going to scoop the 48K. At this point, any chip that Jeffrey loses, will seed 8 because they're both Jeffs, but Jeffrey, any chip he loses is monumental. He's extremely short stacked, and he just shipped over about 20 to 30% of his stack.
Yeah, I think he's down to about 6 or 7 bigs, which is not a lot. He could try a ladder a little bit, but he needs to get it in, try to double again, try to last a little longer.
Now you have to go into protection mode. You know, you're like, okay, I need to find a double up. I need to find a good enough hand to get my chips in the middle. Blinds are what, 6 and 12, so he has maybe 9 or 10 big blinds left, or remaining, I should say. So Michael here is going to raise the suited ace to 25K. Actually gets back around to Kelly Joan. He looks down at ace queen offsuit, and he's going to go ahead and get it all in. And I think Michael's okay with just surrendering this 25K. Yeah, he realizes that it's not a hand that's worth your tournament life this early in the final table. So he's going to find a better spot, realize that he was probably beat there, and go ahead and give it up. Kelly Schwartz says, not sure if Rishi has ranked big in tournaments, but we play in league. We play a league in Charlotte, and he's tough. I believe it. I definitely do believe it. I believe all the players here are tough. Rishi coming in as the chip leader, though. Better believe he's not coming to play any games.
Raise 25 to seat 6.
And speak of him, he's going to go ahead and open up the queen jack suited to 25,000. The action is going to fold all the way around to Jeff on the button with ace 8, the dead man's hand. He has that look like he might want to call this and play post flop, and then he immediately proves me wrong.
These girls do accept tips, though. Everybody that got these free drinks. So y'all tips, because I ain't got no change.
Quick reminder there from Kelly. So Rishi's going to bet his gutter, and Unique is going to relentlessly, well, actually make the right fold. I mean, yeah, it's 6 tray there. He had nothing. Where have we been this week? Yeah, technical issues. We ran into some issues involving the stream where we would start it up, it would begin to like hiccup and then just completely crash. They had some troubleshooting though from Johnny Pham, Jordan, and Dustin. They took a look at it, came in, dedicated some time to trying to remedy the situation, and now we're back up and running. And got my fingers crossed, got positive vibes. I'm literally pushing my positive energy into the computer. And we're going to hope it runs well.
Leave that out front and we'll race it off for.
Just like we're into a race up. This might take a couple minutes to complete. Just a couple of things, guys. I know you're in tune to our next tournament action. We just released the Card Player Poker Tour Series. This is going to be happening in June. Check out our website on those dates. I believe the Card Player is holding what, a $2,500 main event.
2,500.
So it'll be our first tour since COVID happened. We're excited.
June 17th through the 28th, our main event is going to be $2,500. But along with that main event, we have a lot of fun tournaments mixed in. We're going to have a PLO tournament. We have a No Limit Hold'em with the $100 bounties. That's $460 buy-in. Monster Sack, a 6-max. We have a horse tournament. We have a bunch of just fun tournaments that intermingle with that main event. So if you could find yourself in Jacksonville late June, pretty sure you will enjoy yourself. And we'll have what looks like, I mean, I can't count it here, but it looks like more than 15 satellites into those tournaments. So you can definitely be able to find yourself being able to get into those tournaments relatively cheap. You know, you could potentially play your $2,500 main event for $260, $360, or even free, because we do, via our high hands, give away satellite tickets into those satellites. Thank you, Sue. Adonis, did you buy Mortal Kombat NFT with your Doge profits?
Me too.
I didn't know there was NFT for Mortal Kombat, but that sounds fun. Might have to look into that. To the moon, Nick, to the moon. As we shuffle up here and get into the next hand, that race off was relatively quick. It didn't take too long. It took maybe like 2 or 3 minutes.
All right, blinds are now actually 10,000, 15,000.
Oh, there's 9? Oh, okay.
So our computer system is still. Alright, so 9 is to 30.
I'm gonna let you do your job again.
1 is on.
So Raphael has found his moment. This is what he's been waiting. He's been sitting quietly. He's been waiting. Ace Queen's good enough. Blinds are up. Why not? Let's go. Only thing is, Rishi is going to find Ace 10 offsuit in the big blind.
I have 535, Chase.
I'm interested to see what he does.
125.
He does have Michael behind him.
Yeah.
Rishi is in the big blind, so it won't be all that much more to call.
And I mean, he's going to essentially call this for what? Maybe if he
bold.
did, if he did, this would be like what, 10% of his stat, maybe.
You were not there.
Okay.
I think he was more or less scared about I think he was more or less scared about what Michael could do if he called. He didn't want to face a shove from Michael.
Did you have any orange chips at all? No.
I think Michael opened.
All right, sorry guys, we have to do a quick chip count on all the stacks because we just did a race off. So please bear with us.
Easy Money Sniper 89 says 1 million Lone Star Poker Series in Texas. Hit over 2 million on its guaranteed. Yeah, I heard about that. I was watching the, I think they had like a cash game the other night that had Darren Elias in it. I was watching that on YouTube last night. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean overall, the poker world, all these events that have been coming out recently have been showing record numbers. So
Yeah.
I truly believe that poker is now in a new golden age.
You got everybody?
Everybody's trying to vie for spots for putting in big series events. Tournament poker is alive.
Tournament poker is alive and well.
Let's get drunk up in this party. Hey.
This is let's get drunk up in this party. Kelly loves it. Kelly's ready to have some fun.
Kelly Joe, frequent in our PLO streams as well.
Yeah, fun guy. Good player, though. Really good player. He'll tell you. He knows. You got to understand, though, his poker prowess, his ability to make such good live reads comes from the power of his mullet. His mullet is where he gets all of his strength and energy. As when we opened this final table, Arlie did mention the mullet, and I'm here to reinforce that fact. Without the mullet, I don't know where he'd be.
Choo choo.
All right, looks like we're going to get some action here. Jeffrey, Ace Jack against Raphael's Pocket Queens. The short stack against short stack action.
Two low stacks battling it out.
Yeah, he's going to have to fold it. He was hoping to see another king to go with that, but we're going to go ahead and get an all-in situation here. Jeffrey, for his tournament life,
Bad news, little man.
is all in with Ace Jack against Queens. Jeffrey's going to have to find an ace here. Raphael standing up. He knows this is a monumental moment. With this win, he could chip up a little bit, be safe, and ladder up in money. So this is a pretty big hand for them both. As the flop comes 6-6-7, rainbow turn. is the coveted ace, giving Jeffrey the check mark.
He said no jack.
And now Raphael has taken a devastating blow, and he is now sitting at 95,000 in chips.
Yeah, he's
That short stack luck must be real. The man came into the day with 11,000.
and he's laddering up.
He got 240. He got 240.
It's a little bit still below average, but
I mean,
still
at this
looking
point,
pretty good.
At this point, he knows he's on borrowed time. He knows he's on borrowed time. So I guess maybe it's the like F it, like whatever. I mean, he had a good hand. Like, it's not like he shoved with trash.
Oh, how about this? It's the coveted underdog story. He came in day 2 with 3 chips, only 11K, finding himself on the final table. He could win it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's the short stack luck. He doesn't. I don't think he cares anymore.
Right. I mean, that's one of like the better poker stories I can ever tell. You know.
Chip in a chair.
Chip in a chair, super short, and he's gonna go ahead and win it for 64,000.
Not bad at all. And on the flip side of that coin, if you're Raphael, you go, what did I do wrong? Guy opens in front of me, or rather, I think he shoved, and then I think Raphael reshoved with queens.
Well, in the words of Scotty Wynn, it's poker, baby.
Yeah, poker can be a cruel game, but you know, it's one of those things where this is the only sport where you can play it absolutely correctly and still lose.
6 balls.
All right, we got a unique, and I'm gonna raise it up to 35,000, 8-6 suited.
Jeffrey, flop a set, man. Just show us the short stack luck. Show us how you get down.
3 balls.
It's not really much of a set. As he is sitting here with a pair of trays, the board is 7-6 deuce. Unique here is going to have the lead in this hand with a pair of sixes.
Well, that's 13. Oh, no, 65.
Yeah, the old three chips in a chair story. I mean, it's happening live right now. The man started the day about 3 hours ago with 11,000 and has now somehow worked his way all the way up to what looks like 190K.
I think Rishi could think he can call here, maybe pick up some outs on the turn, but he likes to fold, which is pretty correct. And Unique will take this down with a 8-6 suited. It was suited.
Baby, this tastes good.
Kelly's gonna sip his drink there. Says it tastes good. Hope is gonna give him a little bit of run good. Everybody's trying to find the run good that Jeffrey has.
Lift you up. Yeah, you're gonna black you out. Let's go.
This is going to be an entertaining final table tonight. Most of the final tables that we run, everybody's kind of stoic and quiet, but now with Kelly Joe in the game, they're all drinking, having fun.
Yeah, with Kelly in the game, that's going to happen. I mean, I think Jeffrey, the 2-seat Jeffrey, Trudeau, he's the only one that's kind of been stoic. You know, he's like, hey, this is tournament poker. Got some money up top. I'm focused.
I think I renamed this. So Jeffrey's going to be in the 2-seat, and Joffrey is in the 7th
King
seat.
Joffrey. That's his name
There
now.
you go.
I mean, you got to feel like a king if you start with 11K in chips. Like, I don't know how many times I can say it. Like, 11, that's 3 chips. That's 3 single chips in front of you. And you've made the final table. You've laddered up a bunch, and now you're guaranteed $7,000.
Rishi with Ace King now.
Oh, you know the 3-bet's coming.
I think he.
Yeah, 3-bet's always coming. And now the action is back to King Joffrey. He's going to go ahead and find the fold button. Like I said, my man is just relishing the moment. He's just taking it all in. So Rishi does 3-bet Ace King to 100,000. Kelly opened to 40, so it's going to be 60,000 more, which is what you see on your screen. 60K more to go.
It's about a fifth of his chips. He can see a flop here to see what kind of texture you can get. And maybe
He better hope
Rishi
and pray to
off
God there's not a king on this flop.
Or maybe he can get Rishi off of his hand. Kelly Joe is kind of known to be super aggro. If Rishi checks here, he's going to show some weakness, and Kelly Joe might fire it here.
And this is the methodical approach that I was talking about Rishi. You know,
And then Kelly Joe does pick up his heart draw. He's going to check it, although
and Rishi picks up a wheel draw, doesn't he?
he does. Yes, that's right.
So a pretty somewhat action turn card, but they're both going to check it back. And there's the ace of hearts. Wow.
Money card. So I feel like Kelly kind of missed a bet on the turn. He's going to probably
That might get him paid, though.
He is definitely going to get paid. So big bet here. A little about
It's
half
the mullet.
pot.
It's the mullet.
150K. Rishi is going to have to call in the spot.
It's the mullet. Only sporting a mullet can you go runner, nut flush. and have your opponent just sit there with ace king and go, if I ever thought I was behind, here's the ace on the river to now maybe put me in the lead. Payouts, Steve Hammond, I'll actually put some payouts in the YouTube chat. Give me 1 second. I want to see what happens in this hand really quick.
Oh, Rishi giving out.
Is that a raise?
Is that raising chips? That should not be raising chips.
I hope not.
It's just a call.
That's a raise.
Just a call.
Oh, just a call?
Yeah, you put 200K, that's a call.
That is the nuts. That is indeed the nuts. So Kelly is going to pick up 290,000 in that hand. Pretty good run out for him. You know, when you flop king high and you just go runner, nut flush. Essentially, yeah, that's pretty good. As I say up in PLO, dang, that boy good.
You're not going away anywhere.
That boy real good.
Good eye, man.
Where was so Justin? I don't know what position Kelly was in, but I believe the board was really small. You definitely could c-bet there, but you never really know what Kelly has in those situations. And if he calls, you see the turn and boom, you don't really know. You don't really know where you're at in the hand. You might figure you're donating chips to the pot.
What is it? Pound peach? Oh, that's all right.
So Jeff T is going to go ahead and fold. Kelly looks down at, well, it's not the suited king jack. Yeah, it's not the suited king jack he's just scooped 290K with, but he's going to give him a little cheers action and get into his drink.
He likes to not play it, but Rishi's now got pocket fours. He's going to put in a little raise to 30K. Raphael short, 65K. He's got a button. He's going to go in and ship it all in.
He's doing it?
He's doing it.
Yeah, Rishi's in.
I mean, he's only got like
Rishi's all the
4
way
or 5 bigs.
Yeah, Rishi's all the way in. He's never getting away from that.
I mean, he could have tried to sweat it and get what 6 more hands to try to find it, but Queen 9 is fine. I think in any respect, you're just hoping that you're alive.
So we got Queen 9 versus 4s. Raphael's looking for a queen. Doesn't fly in one. Oh, God.
Set of forces in the middle for him, unfortunately.
He's drawing dead. He needed a club there on the turn to have some outs going for the river, but that's going to be it for Raphael. Raphael is going to take home, he's in 8th place. He's going to take home $7,791. Congratulations to Raphael. I know it's not the finish he wanted, but, when you're playing correctly, when you get it in with ace-queen, when you get it in with, queen-queen, your opponent flops, or turns an ace, you kind of just got to take it on the chin. So congratulations once again to Raphael. He's going to be taking home $7,791 in 8th place.
And now we're 16 hands in, 7 players left. Let's go.
Think you have a great stream. Thank you from Denmark. Wow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Very kind words. Danny runs and says, let's go King Jack. Yeah, the suited shacklock. Shoot it, shacklock. Kelly knows he got a pretty good river there. Kelly knows he was in bad trouble a couple hands ago.
I mean, that's the dream river.
Yeah, that was a dream river. And it was the perfect river to get action from that specific hand, especially being out of position. It all worked. It all worked. It all came together real nice. As Kelly Joe finds himself raising it up with the suited ace under the gun, and he gets no contest.
If I could just say like a reminder, like try not to snap the cards when you're looking at them. They do have the chips and everything, so unless you want to switch out cards a million times, try not to
Be gentle.
snap them too much.
Don't
Yeah.
bend them too much.
be kind.
Yeah, 100%. So the cards against each other.
And
I know.
each other.
That's why
And each other.
I always try to like say something. It's not a huge deal, but trying to save you guys.
I'll be jumping to the cars. I don't know about these.
How about these damn dealers? How about that? I'm all right for these damn dealers.
Six folds. 7 folds.
All right, with Rishi mucking ace-8, Michael's got the ace-6. He's short. He's going to ship it all in. Trudeau's got pocket 8s. Definitely,
That's a hand to definitely want to call that all in. Now you look at your stack. You think about the numbers. How much, or what percentage of your stack would it be to call it off?
well, I
But
mean,
with eights, I don't think he's ever folded.
well, I mean, the ace you got to squeeze out Kelly Joe as well. You don't want to. You want to go heads up with a pocket pair against someone who's short. So Jack going all in will make Kelly Joe fold. And Michael now is
8-8 versus 8-6. Michael is all in for his tournament life.
Michael is at risk.
This is it.
He will need an ace.
It's not it, but he does have a gutter to Broadway. Oh boy. He's going to need a jack and a jack only, or maybe an ace. An ace or a jack would have got him there. But instead, Jeff is going to pick up those remaining chips. Michael is going to be eliminated in 7th place. So Michael's going to be taking home with him a whopping $9,726. Congratulations to you, Michael. You outlasted 146 other players, and you took home a pretty nice payout. Obviously, I'll say it once again, every player here wants to take home first place money, but you can't be too upset taking home a nice piece of quiche like that.
And Joffrey's got to be loving it. He's laddered up 2 spots now, coming into the table short.
Short stack, good luck. That's what that is. 3 chips. Now look at him. Swimming in the money, baby. He's guaranteed now $12K. Came into the day, I think they started the day in the money, right?
Yes, we played all the way into the money in day 1 and returned to day 2 with 19 players left, paying out 19 spots.
And so the min cash was 3K. This man came into this building. He walked through those front doors, got his temperature check, got his mask, sat down with 3 chips. Thought he might have gotten 3K, and instead is guaranteed 4 times that much. If there's anybody I want to be in life, I want to be King Joffrey. I want to be him. I'm gonna ask him what's it like. But getting back into this action, Jeff is gonna open King Queen. Kelly though with that beautiful suited Ace 10 is gonna give him a call in the small blind, and we're gonna go heads up to a flop. Oh my God! Look at that flop for Kelly. Flush draw and the open ender and the over to the board, and Jeff checks it back, and Kelly Joe's run good continue. That boy's good. He's real good. He's way good. He's going to turn the nut flush. He's so good. How is he this good? Somebody tell me. I need to know. Because this boy real good.
He's going to get some action from Jeff. Top pair.
Yeah.
Get some value in there.
I think Jeff would feel a lot better had he had the king or queen of spades blocker in his hand, or diamonds, excuse me, diamonds blocker, but obviously the queen is on the board, and that king is a heart and not a diamond. So now Kelly's going to extract some value here with that nut flush. I mean, the board pairs, but I think Kelly thinks, hey, if I get raised, then you know I'll make that decision once I'm crossing that bridge. Danny dang, he good. I tell you, that boy real good. That's a monstrous flop there for Kelly, and he's going to show him the nuts. I understand full house is probably the nuts, but in this hand, the effective nuts, Jeff is going to go ahead and pay him off. And Kelly continues to run supernaturally good this first couple hands into the final table.
I mean, that's what you call running pure over 16 hands, and then getting the nuts on the flush. It's hard. It's really hard to get a flush, not only just the nut flush.
And then if you think, oh, well, you know, he flopped the flush draw. Well, King Jack of Hearts versus Ace King. Let me go ahead and flop nothing. Turn heart, river heart. So I tell you, he's pretty good. Jacksonville native, or excuse me, South Carolina, but Jacksonville guy.
He quadrupled his money. So far. I mean, I ain't knocking you out. I said so far, you know what I mean?
All right, got Kelly Joe, back pocket jacks on the button.
Having a good time playing.
He is on fire right now. Gonna raise it to 40K. Let's see if he gets some action. We got Rishi with the old Jack 8. Not a very good hand in tournaments, but it's only 25K more to call. He's gonna go ahead and see a flop. And flops King, King 9. Kelly Joe still no need a pocket jacks. He's gonna go ahead and check it behind. Turn card 4 of spades. No pair, no draw for Rishi. I think he's gonna take a stab at it. He probably shouldn't. It looks like he is going to take a small stab at this pot. It's a bet of 20K. Back up to Kelly Joe. He's gonna go ahead and make the call. I'm sorry, he's gonna make a race to 50K. And Rishi is gonna go ahead and give up. Took a little stab. Couldn't get through. And Kelly Joe is going to go ahead and chip up again. Ustabros, your answer to your question, who of the players at the final table has the most live earnings in the tours? And that honor will have to go to Jeffrey Trudeau, who we just looked him up on Hendon Mob, and he has over $1.8 million in live tournament earnings. So he is probably the favorite to win this tournament. By far has the most skill and the most experience running in deep events.
Well, we just think on that one.
Yeah. That's what she said, Chuck. You never get old. Been around for
8 fold or 2 fold. 3 fold.
All right, folds all the way around to Unique with the 10-4 off. Rishi in a small blind. It's got Jack 9 of clubs. All right, Rishi with the raise to big blind. Chris with Jack Trey cannot call. He's going to go to muck it. And Rishi's going to pick up some blinds. You know, Hendon Mob is a great tool. I use it when I hit tables that are tough. Some of the players I know, especially in day 2 restarts, they give you a comprehensive list of the players that are on your table. So part of the homework that I do is just to look up to the players to see where they are at skill-wise and kind of be more prepared when I'm going into day 2 restart in tournaments. So again, guys, Hendon Mob is a very good tool to use just to look up your players, see what your competition is like at your table. Kelly Joe with the King of 9 off is going to raise to 40K. Unique with pocket 4s. Definitely should be set money here. Oh no, he's going to look for a raise here, which I also do like. Unique with the 3-bet to 135.
135,000.
Back on Kelly Joe, who is going ahead and give it up.
Yeah, he knows he's running good, but you don't really want to find yourself in positions where you're just donating chips. You know, Kelly knows he's running good, but he's playing good too. So that is a combination of win-win-win.
Dat Bowler Hollywood was okay. I played in the 600 1 mil or half mil guarantee. They ended up getting I think 1.5, almost 2 million. I think first place in that event was about $300,000. Unfortunately, I threw 4 bullets at it and couldn't find a bag. But however, I was able to crush the 5-10 out there.
Oh, the 5-10 game?
Cash games was really good out there, and I was able to make most of my buy-ins back from those games.
That's in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good 5-10 game out there. I like it. That's always good. As we're going to hop back into this action, the blinds are 5 and 10,000?
No, I think we're at 10 and 15,000.
10 and 15? Okay. So King Joffrey is going to check his pair of deuces, and Jeffrey's going to go ahead and bet queen high. Blind versus blind action. Turn is going to be a 9 of spades. King Joffrey once again is going to check to Jeff.
120.
Jeff is still going to put on the pressure. I mean, he knows that King Joffrey's short. Are you going to really call off your stack with the bottom pair? And no, he does not. And Jeff will get him to fold the best hand.
So this is why it's okay that we have a moderator like Nick from Yuma out there in the chat streets regulating. Because now I don't have to do anything. I can just watch Nick. I trust Nick from Yuma's judgment. And I know he'll do what we'll do. So I'm going to let him take care of those things out there.
Dude just sent me a big dick pic.
Wow.
There you go, y'all.
You want to know what's on his mind?
I guess we are now upgrading our ratings to a rated 17. Reaching now 8-7 suited.
6 calls.
Decides not to play, which
Why you do like that? I got a good one, man.
a good play because Joffrey is going to be shipping it all in with King Queen off for 120K, and it's not going to get called, and we'll get that through. Dappler, Dustin and I, we were going to do it, but we kind of decided not to. But it's definitely on the things to do on our next trip. Definitely gonna do a camera blog. One of our ideas was to fixate two GoPros and just talk poker on our drive to a poker event. So.
I'm just trying to hang in there with you big dogs.
But what we are definitely working on now too, guys, if the meetup game that we've been talking about for a while now, we are going to be getting off the ground here soon.
What's that?
So we've been talking about this meetup game. That
Oh
we were
yeah,
wanting to do.
so for the people that I might have told that it was a certain date, it is not. It is not. We're planning it.
Yes, we're planning.
Still under construction. We are planning.
So what that means is, guys, if you're first hearing it, we're going to try to do a meetup game over at Orange Park with myself, Adonis, Dustin,
Payday.
and Jordan,
Jesus
and
Christ.
Allie McDeal, and maybe Jesse might get in the mix too. But we're going to go ahead and play a meetup game. Maybe we'll run about 4 or 5 tables between 2-2 and 2-5, and then between all of us, we're going to kind of play the game and move in between games, and you get the chance to play with your favorite commentators.
Yeah, Payday, I know. Payday, I know. My good old buddy Payday was in the tournament yesterday, deep in the tournament. This one, I think there were like 24 left, and I was dealing, and it wasn't good. It was not good. Payday, I was pulling for you, man. And I hated to be the one in the box. I can tell you that much.
We got some action here now. Kelly Joe gonna race to 60K with Queen 6 suited. We got Unique with the Ace King suited, and King Joffrey with pocket 4 sitting short.
King Joffrey's gonna have to make a decision. In the hijack, I think the shoving range there, or whatever the charts say. I know there are charts out there. I have to look it up, but I think the charts say here you're gonna have to fold. No, he doesn't want to.
Yeah, you can open ship, but it's hard to reship.
Exactly.
Over a
With an
raise.
open in front of him.
But kicking himself now because he would have flopped the set.
He did a flop bottom set.
And Kelly Joe has top pair. So 20/20 hindsight, I think.
I think he wanted to click. I think now that he's.
Oh,
no, not the crying cobra.
He sinks into his
boy,
chair. It's like,
he
I
knows.
could have tripled up. What happened?
Kelly Joe would have gotten up out of his chair with those chips and put them on King Joffrey's stack. Oh boy, that is a tough one there.
Yeah, he's kind of shaking his head, sulking a little bit. But you know, you gotta collect yourself. You are gonna be folding some winning hands, you know. So hopefully the next one will be better.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah,
Somebody in
that's.
there gave it to me. They was like, the shirt's too big. And my buddy's like, my fat ass friend will wear it.
So I guess they're talking about his shirt that says "Caution, bet carefully, donkeys playing."
Careful. Shout out to the guy that gave me this. You the man. You're the real champ.
The real VIP.
Yeah, and if you, I guess, guy that gave him that shirt, if you're watching that, there's a little shout out for you. As Unique is going to find himself here flopping middle pair against Chris's 2 4s.
Chase has got many tricks, not just chip tricks.
We're representing South Carolina. Absolutely, man. That's good. That's really good to hear. Listen, I lived in Columbia. Was it Columbia, North Carolina, or South Carolina? I'm not sure. For a few years, but if members of South Carolina are anything like Kelly Joe, I love all of you very much. This man is a character. He's a good presence. He knows how to take those hits right on his chin. He's never really in a bad mood. He's just an overall good guy. So, yeah, if any of you guys in South Carolina are anything like this man sitting in the 3 seat, I love you all very much. Kelly's going to look down at King 5 of spades in the hijack and says, let's call. Keziah Bishop says he's repping Philly. Well, I hope you guys just going to interject this really quick and leave it alone. I know you guys are probably enjoying that draft pick in Devonta Smith if you are an Eagles fan. If you are a Giants fan, you got to like the Kadarius Toney pick and all that value you got from Chicago for them to move up and take Fields. So either team you're repping, pretty good draft. So they go heads up to a flop. Kelly open. King Joffrey's going to give him a call. Kelly flop, stop, pair, easy game, bet. You get a fold.
Kelly, you always have a hand.
There can only be one Kelly Joe. I'll have to agree with that. There can only be one.
So I think at this point, Kelly Joe is going to be the chip leader with 1.2.
Is he?
Now let's get a chip count. See where we're
Yeah,
at.
Kelly's the chip leader. I'll show you guys really quick. I'll show you guys chip stacks. Take a peek. Kelly with 1.195, so he has 31% of the chips in the field, and he is indeed our chip leader.
Joffrey sit on 6 big blinds. He's probably going to want to try to get it in before the next orbit.
Who is this?
King Joffrey.
King Joffrey? Yeah.
6 big blinds.
I think if he finds a face card, he might have, he might pull the, if I see a face card, I'm in.
Yeah. All right, Richie decides to play something suited. Suited connector now, 7-6 diamonds, raise to 30K. Joffrey queen deuce.
Yeah, he's in the small blind now. You got to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to make you guys a team to beat for sure, Keziah. I hope you guys do well. And good luck in the new season. As Rishi's going to flop 2 pair against Jeff. Jeff does have the King of Hearts, so he has 2 overs to the board and a backdoor flush draw. And even if he finds one of those overs, he's still going to be in bad shape. So Rishi is going to have 6s and 7s. Nick from Yuma, I would too. But I did hear about him wanting a workout, so we'll see what happens with that. I'll be paying attention to Jack's Twitter and ESPN this week to see what happens. So Rishi's going to take that pot down and, looks like he's going to head away to do something here, but I doubt he'll miss a hand. He's going to go run and take care of that, whatever that may be. We're going to get back into the final table. Like I said, guys, we're down to 6 remaining players in a field of 146 with a total prize pool of $258,420. This is the Best Bet inaugural Trifecta Series $2,000 main event final table. And you guys are watching the players duke it out here for what's up top. And if you're asking yourself, well, Adonis, what's up top? I'll tell you. First place prize is $64,067. That's what they're fighting for. That's the goal in mind. And right now, the chip leader is Kelly Joe Andrews. And if you don't know who that is, that's the gentleman sporting the mullet right there with all the chips in play.
Yeah, everyone right now is guaranteed $12,455. Not a bad payday for 2 days worth of work.
No, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I put in what? Put in maybe like 16 hours of play, a little bit less, and I see what, 12, 13K. That's not bad. As Jeff here is 3-betting that ace 10 to 125K. Kelly Joe quickly gets out of the way. Jack 6, no shot. And Unique here is now faced with a decision under the gun, facing a 3-bet.
Although it's suited, he is dominated.
He's drawing thin. AJ Trigger, what's up, man?
Can you hear us back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can't hear shit. You read
So this is where he asked me if I could hear his comment from earlier. And we're on a delay, so I didn't know what he had said until I go back and look like 3 or 4 days later. He hates me. I'm not even going to. So Unique is going to call it off there for 85,000 more. And Jeff is going to flop top pair. Keziah says, when is the next tournament? The next tournament is going to be for that Philadelphia Eagles fan. I will be more than happy to tell you.
I love Jeff's check here. He's going to go ahead and induce.
It's going to be June 17th through the 28th. That's the Card Player Poker Tour. What I'll do is I'll drop a link. If you're on mobile, you can just hit it and go ahead and explore
with the all-in.
Explore that web page. We have, I believe, it's going to be 11 days of poker tournament action. There is a number of events in there, from ladies tournaments to $100 bounty tournaments. There's a lot of stuff going on.
So the reason why I think Trudeau went all in there because he did not get forward bet pre-flop, so he felt that his ace-10 was good because anybody holding ace-king, ace-queen,
You'd have heard about it pre.
maybe ace-jack would have definitely forward bet there, but because Unique only limped off the 3-bet, Jeff felt like it was good to go ahead and check ship.
So Kelly Joe is going to fold. He actually is going to get back around to Unique. Well, excuse me. He was in the blind, so he's just going to call. Unique's going to look down at 6 tray of diamonds.
Thank you, CC, for the great comment. One of the best streams I've ever seen. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we had a little problem, but we're in a better spot now. We're doing better things. As Kelly flops top pair, even on a dangerous turn card, does bet at it, knows he's blind versus blind, so Unique probably isn't going to have much of an ace there, and if he does, he'll probably be raising with it pre-flop.
Although I feel like if Kelly Joe continues on and gets louder and louder as the blinds go through, and we might have to go put a muzzle in him.
He's having fun. He's having fun. He was in the field yesterday when I was dealing. Wished him good luck. He had some chips in front of him. And like I said, he's a good player. Like any of the tournaments he's played, even the tournaments he's busted, he knows it's oh, and here we go. King Joffrey is going to move in for his remaining 85,000. He says 10-9's good enough. It's connected. I can make it straight, I think. And I think he might get this through.
Rishi on the big blind, only 70K more to call.
Round up about 15.
Could call here. I mean, it's not detrimental to a stack. He can't lose more than the additional 70K, so I think he can call here.
He's grabbing chips.
Although I feel like Rishi might talk himself out of it. Spots like these, you just wanna, if you do call, you just want to be live. But against the short stack, I think I call in this spot if I was him.
The house getting us another
I
one?
mean, it's only literally 4 more bigs, so.
Hell yeah. They get us another round, we get another drink.
He's so excited.
That's what I'm telling you.
I love his
I think as
energy.
he goes towards the stream, a couple more drinks. I might have to put a muzzle on.
Get the man more alcohol.
Any better, I would have called, man. It's just a little bit.
But yeah, he's making the stream fun. You know, oh.
You got me off, baby. Nah, not at all. You son of a gun. Hey, how am I get drunk if I can't afford no drinks?
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
I think Arlie got a little bit mad at me though because I did approve for another round of drinks for the guys.
I don't know. He should
Andy Murray, what's up?
I might have made a mistake though. I
he's
don't know. We'll
right
see.
there. Yeah.
He said, I guess he got a drink for his friend too. Joffrey, it's time. King Joffrey. Oh, he just calls 15,000. Okay.
I don't like that. Under the gun call, you're short, king 9 suited. I think you're just lighting chips on fire because Jeff is going to go ahead and raise with ace 10 and Jeffrey cannot call. Or I guess he is. Never mind. Yeah, I don't like this call here. You're still short. You're going to give up another 3 big blinds. You're already at a little less than 10. You want to kind of keep your stack to a point to when you do ship it all in.
So he effectively commits himself to this spot if he calls.
Correct. Definitely. That's why I don't like the limp. Because mostly on final tables,
Don't come over here, man. You couldn't
especially
tell
when you're
Mike
short,
to
there's
do shit.
more than likely always going to be a raise. And if there's going to be a raise ahead, then why are you putting chips in the pot if you're not going to intend to call a raise?
You got it.
About what?
I know what you meant when you asked me if they heard what you said. I just heard it.
You just heard
Jesus Christ.
Somebody told me. Somebody wrote
Yeah, I
it
think
down
Arlie
for
is
him.
going to kill me for approving that another round of drinks for him.
I told him, I was like,
Figured I'd rather play my big blind.
I told him that
Oh, man.
since we're on a delay, I just heard what he said. Because when he asked me, I didn't know what he meant. And then I come back here, and I'm listening to the table audio and, commentating and talking to you guys. And then he says it, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, yeah, this guy needs to chill out. But Kelly's good.
6 raises to 75, 7 points.
Mic audio levels are peaking. I know. They're in good shape right now, aren't they?
All right, reaching now with the ace-10. Gonna 3-bet the 75K. Jeff with the king-jack suited.
Yeah, Nick, from you might look him up. Jeff Trudeau on Hinden Mob, 1.8 million. The kid is, as they say, the youngsters. The kid is nice with it. He's pretty good. So Richie's gonna 3-bet with ace-10. Jeff is gonna come along with the king-jack suited, and that's a flop. That is definitely not gonna be good for Jeff's hand.
But Rishi definitely should be c-betting in the spot. There you go. Now Jeff with no pair, no real draw is gonna give it up.
Short bluff.
No bluff.
I wish I had the balls to bluff.
I mean, for what it's worth, he didn't have a pair, but he had the best hand. Can you ever be bluffing with the best hand?
Thank you, Andy. Hope all is well in Cali. Is there any poker in Cali? I think they started opening up back up there, haven't they?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But like I said, if you want to talk about winnings, the man has 1.8 million. As far as anything else is concerned, I have no idea. There's always going to be the one person that's like, well, also, how many tournaments has he played? How much money has he put into tournaments? I'm not the guy to give you those answers. I'm just the guy to tell you the man has 1.8 million in earnings all time. That's 1.8 million more than what I
Get
have.
us 2 rounds. This guy cut us off at the 1. Where'd Johnny go? We want Johnny back.
Oh,
Johnny
no.
said we'll get a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Right underneath the bus is where you reside.
Yeah.
You are underneath the bus. Welcome.
Well, the problem was I didn't really know what was really going on, and I went out to fix the camera. I was like, yeah, definitely.
Instantly gets you underneath the bus.
And then I saw a snicker from Arlie because he's getting it both ways.
This hand, we're gonna go to 20,000.
Look at Arlie's face. He's gonna kill you. He's
Yes.
he's like, oh yeah, no. He goes, well, Johnny said, couple of drinks.
Well, he's gonna. You'll see me in a second and go ahead and.
30 seconds. He said he's seen the jump. 30 seconds.
Oh no.
He said, he said, I love it when
That is funny. Like, it just completely.
Well, I'm sorry, but the entertainment value out of this is I think
too
poker
good.
is too
It's
good.
too
I
good.
can't cut him off quite yet. Although he is teetering in that line though, so.
No, this is right. Trust me. I have dealt enough poker, and I think all of my coworkers who could be watching this will definitely know this is Kelly light. This is Kelly good. Kelly's fine. You'll know when that line is being crossed. It's not yet though. He's okay.
He's trying though.
As he finds middle pair on this flop, and is gonna take the pot down.
that ain't.
Good, Ed. That's a beautiful Ed. I like the club.
I ain't showing no more. Y'all gonna ask every time I show this guy, me and him drove together, man. I can't be showing all y'all.
Thank you.
Thunder Valley has been open for tournaments for at least a month. Most small poker rooms are still slow. All tables have partisans. Cool. Kicking it. Thanks, guys, for rocking out here in Cali. Thank you. Thank you.
Johnny, you said 2 rounds,
here we
bro.
go.
Arlie cut us off at the 1. Yeah, get us another round.
Oh no.
Yeah, look at how excited he is. He's like, yeah. He's like a little kid on Christmas Day when he's asked for that action figure and his mom told him, I don't know if we'll have the money for it this year. And then he finds it underneath the tree. He's like, yeah, give me more drinks.
Oh, no.
See, I said it. Look at Arlie's face. This is great. This is absolutely golden.
Joffrey now with the queen 10. He's going to ship it all in for his remaining stack. All in for 65K.
Oh, boy.
Kelly just got ace jack.
Oh, boy. And I don't think, I mean, obviously, I think it's impossible for Rishi to fold. And I think Unique knows that. So Unique could have called knowing he's drawing live because Rishi can't fold.
Yeah, Rishi's going to go ahead and...
See, Diane knows. Diane plays a ton of PL. Diane, tell him this is okay. This is like Kelly. Kelly's still at like if you wanna measure it in terms of percent. Kelly's at about 15%. It's okay. He's fine right now. He's not fine though with that flop. And King Joffrey's drawing dead to a 10.
55, 56. All right, Roland, you got some flipping.
This is not good.
that looks a little weird.
What? Oh, he bet 55.
Yeah.
So yeah, essentially, Joffrey was. Oh, he finds the 10. It's the short stack. Good luck.
Oh,
He boats up and he boats up and takes it down. Are you kidding me? This is short stack. Good luck.
The short stack Ninja Joffrey is going to be doubling up to
King
now 235K. Again, he entered day 2 with 11,000 in chips. And now has made a very clear triple up. And now although he's not comfy.
I mean, like I said, man was living on borrowed time when he walked in this room. 3 chips. He's fine. Like he was perfectly okay with not finding that 10, walking on over, getting paid out his money and going home. But instead, this luck is going to continue to run good within his very soul, and this is why he's King Joffrey. Before King Joffrey got poisoned. For those Game of Thrones enthusiasts out there in the world, this is King Joffrey before he drank the cup that had the poison.
Before he drank the Kool-Aid.
Before he drank the Kool-Aid and died in his mother's arms. This is this is King Joffrey in the beginning. As Kelly Joe is going to 3-bet 8-6 suited. The drinks are now flowing through.
10, and here comes the 10. Strong with base cards.
And the queen on the river just squeezed like that.
Look at him. He said, look at him. Joffrey loves it. He just said the queen on the river just sweetened the pot up a little bit.
I think he practiced his run good before he come this morning. I still gotta go to work tomorrow.
And he says he still has to go to work tomorrow. Oh my God. This man's a champion.
We all feel that way.
No, I don't think that.
I'm just happy to be here.
See that? You see that? I'm just happy to be here. This man go win the whole daggone tournament. Look at him. Just lighthearted, humble, loves. I mean, like you said, you came home, you looked at 3 chips. Or rather, you came into the poker room, you knew you were coming back to 3 chips, and he's just along for the ride. He's riding the wave. He says, I'm just happy to be still in the tournament. Good job, Joffrey. If your family's watching, I hope they are proud. They have to be proud of you. You're doing a great job, man. Great job to you. My hat goes off to you, buddy.
He said, did you have it last night? Yes, sir. Good.
I think I'm just going to stop commentating now because I'm going to go ahead and let Kelly Joe's antics entertain you guys.
Don't believe me, just watch. You got 15 minutes, baby. 40.
Yep.
All right, 3-way action now. Rishi's going to go ahead and outflop it all. Ace, Jack, top pair, Jack, kicker, and Joffrey and Jeff.
See why Johnny said, give me another drink.
No pair, no draw. Although Jeff is going to go ahead and take a stab at this pot.
55 from C2. Call 6. Check 2.
Danny Runza says on a 1 to 10, Kelly Joe is on at 3 right now. I might have to agree with you.
All right, here, take a lap. We'll blind you out. Don't worry about it.
Rishi with the 125K. Action back on Jeff with no pair, no draw. I'm gonna give it up.
I was gonna say, what did he have? He didn't have much. So Rishi's gonna take that down. Where is Rishi at in terms of chips? You know what? Let's pop up chip stacks. See where these guys are. Let's see where these cool cats are.
All right, guys, we're on hand number 40, and Kelly Joe's got 35% of the chips with 1.2 million, and Joffrey is still sitting behind 8 big blinds, 175K.
Do you think? I mean, obviously, you know, tournaments can change at any given moment. Is there ever, Johnny? Like, is there a certain stack that you could have? Like, for example, Kelly Joe stack. Is he comfortable enough right now that he's like almost like, hey, I could just kind of coast my way to final 2?
Oh, not at all. You want to use your big stack to at your most advantage. So you're gonna be aggro. You're gonna have to be trying to squeeze out, you know, some dead hands out there. You know, keep on with the pressure, and that's gonna go ahead and net you more chips. The worst thing you can do is just trying to coast and, you know, find yourself now having someone be even in chips or even more. So.
Never can coast.
Yeah,
never can be satisfied with status quo. I came here for poker. I'm staying for Kelly Joe. Welcome. You, that comment alone is how we all feel. Kelly is, like obviously I come into this building to deal poker, and then I just meet Kelly, and then the day's great. So Jeff is going to bet 110,000. He has a gutter to the 8-high straight. But Chris turned to jack, which is why Chris has that puzzled look on his face. Like, what hand could you possibly have that you check through the flop, but you bet the turn? No, like, flop straight action. No 5-7 action. It looks like he's thinking about putting in the call here. Let's see.
Red Bull gives you wings. Jaeger blacks you out.
Sean Hunter, which a fact there. Red Bull does give you wings, and Jaeger does black you out. Those are facts. That is not an opinion. Sean Hunter, the buy-in for this tournament was $2,000, but we did run giveaways via our high hand promotion for satellites that you could sell at your way in. So you could have essentially gotten into the tournament for free.
Yeah, we're running 380 satellites with a 10C guarantee to fund this event. So typically how we do it here in BestBet, we run a lot of tournaments, a lot of big multi-MTTs, a lot of tour events, and we try to at least get 100 players, 100 local players satellited into our big weekend events. That excites our cash games. That excites a lot of our traveling players to come out and grind. And we have a really big core tournament players that strictly only play tournaments, and they're only there to really either buy a high hand for cheap or win one from the cash games.
So he does call 110,000 in the board pairs, but you can tell visibly Chris was a little confused and almost not necessarily frustrated, but he's like, and see, he knows it. Jeff easily picks up on it. It took him how long to call on the turn? And, you know, Kelly is right. This is good TV when he drinks. But Jeff visibly saw how uncomfortable Chris was calling on the turn. So what does he do? Put maximum pressure on
with the 8-high.
With 8-high. Yeah, and this is kind of where, you know, the non-verbals you can pick up on. Him hemming and hawing, calling on the turn. He pounced on that. He's like, it was almost as if he seemed unsure about calling that 110. So he says, okay, well, if you seem unsure, I'm going to make sure you put your cards in the muck, and I'm going to take the pot down with 8-high.
You can take whatever you like.
How do you buy a high hand for cheap? That's the one caveat. You can't buy a high hand. But you can, in the process of just playing poker in this room, you can hit one.
No, I think what he's asking is about is if a player wins a high hand for a
Oh.
high hand ticket.
Yeah, there is
you
ways
can,
to go
you
about
can
doing
actually
that.
purchase that high hand ticket from that player.
Yes,
Now
you
we only allow for one transfer to
Okay.
take place, so there's no scalping of tickets. We try want to prevent that. So that's how you kind of can get a high hand for cheaper. Is if a high hand hits on the table and you come around the table and say, hey, can I buy your high hand? Which, a lot of the 2-4 players, that's pretty much their game. So they'll sell their high hand for a discounted rate, and you can pick up your maybe 380 ticket for maybe $200.
Yeah. He's taking care of me, you, right?
I'm happy. I'm happy. There you go.
Guy, you might be right. Another beer or two might get him there. We'll see. So Jeff is going to call the oop. That's not a desirable flop for either player. They're both going to check. Turn card is a 6 of diamonds. Jeff being out of position, I don't like him putting in any bet here. Yeah, him and Kelly have had a little hand history thus far in this final table, and every time Kelly Joe's gotten the better of him, and that's not really a flop to want to defend or get out of line.
Pokemon Master, yeah, just we do run a lot of promotions in our rooms, whether it's a cash promotion or satellite seats.
Well, that's not it. I did not have it.
Yes, and so what happens is, Pokemon Master, that's pretty good. I like your handle. Pokemon Master, so yeah, like Johnny was saying, is that once that high hand has been given to the table, each player receives a tournament ticket, and then the winner of that high hand, I think, gets an additional 50 or 100 bucks. And normally what happens is the players who aren't going to be playing the tournament can just sell their ticket, and normally it is for a discounted price. But we don't allow for it to get too ridiculous, where you have 3 to 4 people who are got Kelly there giving a little stomach action. We don't allow for too many players to kind of go back and forth about it, like, oh well, I was promised this. No, like if you sell the ticket, good, but we don't want it to go too far. But that is way.
We ain't breaking until somebody's champ this bitch.
No break ever?
Translation:
No break even.
this tournament will go until we crown a champion.
Relax, chill,
This is chilling, bro.
straighten your back.
I might have to go ahead and talk to him a little bit. If he's making the players uncomfortable, I actually we'll have to say something to Kelly. So take it from a 20 down to a 11.5.
11.5.
Best thing to do is just drink it off, bro.
Drink it off.
Suck down them Modelo's or whatever they're called.
The Modelo's. As Kelly looks down at Ace King on the button. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and shut it down and focus on poker.
Very goalie. You gotta stand up.
Sometimes you gotta fight back, bro. I know, I got one move. Do it. Hey, Bacardi Cola. Do it.
Nothing for you to be shy about.
Do it. Bacardi Cola. Do it.
Steal my big blind. I'm not happy about that.
Rishi chimes in and goes, "You stole my big blind, and I'm not happy about that." So Rishi's fighting back to the persona, to the personality that is Kelly Joe. Rishi says, "You know what? I'm here, and I don't like that you stole my big blind, sir." He might come back and get that in later hands.
So dropping this spot, it's a tough spot. You have ace nine.
He made a good fold.
Usually it's an open all in, but because you're facing a raise, more than likely your ace is not good facing a raise in front of you.
Kelly,
I had one of these. That's why I told you I had you, because I had you. I appreciate it.
I don't know if you caught that. He goes, "That's why I told you I had you, because I had you." Like, that's why I said I had the best hand. Oh man, Kelly's great. Kelly's
Chase
good.
found my next one because his ass fucked up the chip trick the other day.
And Joffrey then looks down at 8-4 and just is like, "Geez."
Give him a green chip. See what I did there? I was about to say bluebird, but I changed it.
Get a little advertisement for Chase there. I like it. We don't know what Kelly has this time. He's going to conceal the two Great cards he has.
That was a nice payback. 'Cause I made one bad.
All right, Kelly Joe now approaching 1.5 million in chips.
Running hot.
Joffrey's getting short. He's on in the big blind.
That's correct. Yes. Oh shit. All right.
It's he knows. He's just waiting for that moment where in his heart, he feels he has a good holding. It's not like, of course the cards will be good, but his heart has to feel it. Then he's all in. I mean, the man made 2 pair against King Queen on a Queen 7-8 board. Come on, this guy's ready to play.
What was the poison that Joffrey drank that killed him?
It was
the Tears Elise. Was that? Was
yes, baby girl's grandmother poisoned him.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
wife's grandmother. She was the queen of. It's been a
Highgarden.
while. It's been a while.
Queen of Highgarden.
Queen of Highgarden.
Yeah.
And yeah, she poisoned him. And we didn't find that out until.
But what was the poison? I think it was the Tears of Elise, or what was the poison called?
It was called Tears of something. That's for sure. Because when they had that meeting outside on the patio, yeah, she told him. Wow, that's crazy. You remember that? Well, you've been watching Game of Thrones recently?
No, I mean they're just such great scenes that you just kind of remember.
It's beautiful writing too. I'll tell you that much. Sean Hunter, I'm putting the payouts. I'm gonna put the payouts in the Facebook chat, 1st through 8th.
Not for
Give me
you,
1
Lisa.
second.
Not for the people, Neil. I didn't even mean to do that. That was the anchor. That was not me.
Sean Hunter, the payouts are coming now. Those are the payouts 1st through 8th. You know what? I'll go ahead and put them up in YouTube chat too if you guys want to know. Here are the payouts. Payouts are coming, and then we have a command over in Twitch. So if you're over in Twitch land and you want to know what the payouts are, just hit ! Payouts.
What's up?
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Oh, wow. Oh, everything. Is it final table?
Nope.
I knew you were a final table player the first time we played.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
All right, Chris now with the Ace 10. He's gonna go ahead and raise. Jefferson's gonna go ahead and call with Jack Tray of Diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
Now, look, now you're big time. Now you probably don't even want to talk to me.
No, why would I not talk to you? You don't think I'm
Chris leaves out with a bet of 35, and we'll get Jeff to fold.
You're my man. How about that?
Sure.
Matt, I'm sorry. I got vaccinated.
He got vaccinated, bro. He's good. He got a Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson.
Cameras don't know that.
Black and yellow.
Mr. Combe, the buy-in for this event was 2K. So we did a Trifecta series over the weekend across 3 events, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The opener was a $1,000 buy-in. The main event was a 2K buy-in, and the closer, which is happening right now as well, I think registration just ended, was a $500 buy-in. We had a total of 149 entries into this event. We brought back 19 players for day 2, paying out 19 spots, which might be paid about 12.5%. And now we're down to the final 6 players of the Trifecta series main event. Now Jeff finding himself flopping top pair with the jack kicker. Kelly Joe with 8-4. We got Rishi gonna bet into this with the mystery hand. He's gonna lead out a bet of 35K. Essentially 2 big blinds. Action back on Jeff. He's gonna go ahead and make the call.
Sorry.
Kelly Joe gets out of the way. Heads up action.
Card coming up. Do I need to put it face up or not? Yes, please. Thank you.
It's like a card sailed off the floor.
Sorry, Harley. That's all right. Just came through there. Yep. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
We have a card 5 of diamonds.
Sorry.
You ain't sorry.
Rishi going to continue on the pressure. He's got a bet of 80K. Five of spades on the river. Jeff checks. Action back on Rishi now. with the mystery hand. Jeff hoping to check call for showdown value. And Rishi does check behind. Jeff shows ace jack, and Rishi is going to go ahead and muck.
Make sure you move it with. Just call it.
Rishi with 9-7 diamonds now. Into the muck. Joffrey now with 8-7 of spades. He's in the cutoff. I think he's got about 5 or 6 big blinds. No, he's got like 4 big blinds.
This guy said it sounds reasonable. I like the way you think.
Jeff with 8-4. Gonna put a raise in for 40K. Gonna get a call from Kelly Joe with 10-9. Unique on the big blind with 6-5. So blinds are now 10 and 20,000. 3 ways to this flop. And Kelly Joe top 2 with 10-9. Unique with the gutter. Bet a 50K from Kelly Joe and mucks all the way around. Kelly Joe will take down another putt, increasing his chip lead now. I think he's approaching 2 mil. He's got to have at least 2.3, 2.4 on there. Chip count. We need chips. All right, Kelly Joe now at 1.5 million, holding a little less than half of the chips in play. Joffrey sitting.
He run too good.
Sitting on 4 big blinds again, 95K.
But Joffrey can't be stopped. At least not now. Like, I need him to ladder up at least 1 or 2 more times. You know what? Screw it. I pick him to win it all. There you go. You have it. I think he just heats up and finds a moment where he's just running really well, because he does move all in here with ace-9.
All I see is a big flying white fluffy dog whenever I think about your ass. Never in the store.
Nothing yet. I went out and gave Elise a break. I have my food of choice is Kit Kat. I had a little Subway before I came in. Eat fresh. And Rishi's going to call it off with 5 deuce. I know last time he didn't want to fold Jack 5 when he was facing almost essentially the same all-in. I think he might have been all-in for 85K.
3 and 4, right in the window. Ace-9. There's a 3.
Joffrey 8-6.
Oh, he does flop a gutter though. Oh, that's no help. That's good for Joffrey. And the King Joffrey is now going to double up again.
You just can't get rid of the kid. Now back up to about 12 big blinds.
They need to go speak to the Lady of Highguard, because ain't nobody going to be able to do nothing to him. He's too strong right now. And guess what? She's out of commission because she's dead. She died in the show. Translation, King Joffrey wins the tournament.
I even laugh at myself. Gotta love it.
He called, though. Persistently driven. He actually called. He called with 5 deuce. He was, I mean...
All right, she accepts tips, guys. Don't be. Oh, here you go. There you go. No. Give her a good one. Hey, man, you about to be a thousandaire, man. Give her a good tip.
Thousandaire.
I did. I gave her Lincoln's, bro. I don't even know who Washington is. That guy. Get Lincoln's around this bitch. Thank you, Johnny. Arlie. Thank you, Johnny.
Oh no, Arlie's gonna kill me.
I just kidding. No, you good. You the bottom.
I don't think Kelly slept last night. In my guesstimation, I don't think Kelly slept at all. I think he just kept going.
I don't know what Chris is thinking.
Yeah, king 4, you can't really do it.
Rishi all in ace trade, Joffrey queen 10. Not the kind of hand you want to go out in a tournament with.
No, I mean he did find he had a great run with queen 10 earlier a few hands ago, but he can't think lightning will strike twice.
Before your time. How old are you? Too young. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Nick from Yuma is right. Why does he keep limping in these hands and having to fold? You're essentially giving up 15 to 20% of your chips each time you decide to get a limp and try to get a cheap flop. And in final table poker, there's usually always going to be a raise pre.
Always.
You can go to table 8 or table 9. You're so disciplined.
So disciplined, man. That means bad fold, full length.
That means bad fold, yeah.
All right. Tell him.
Hey, I get to play another hand.
Bad fold.
All right, Jeffrey now again on the big blind, super short. He did get a double up, but he is back down to about 7 or 6 big blinds. He keeps limping. Very marginal hands.
Who was this? Joffrey?
Yeah, Joffrey.
It's a part of his master plan. Listen, to be honest, that master plan is working thus far. Call it luck, call it whatever you want. The man is still in this tournament.
Be nice down there. They call me be nice.
So Kelly here is going to open ace, excuse me, not open. Jeff opened ace 9 to 40,000. And now we're going to see this flop heads up. Kelly Joe calls behind with ace jack suited. And the flop is 8-8-5. It's not a bad flop if you have ace 9. Only thing is we're going to see if, yeah, Kelly's going to snap it off there. That's it. And if you're Jeff, that's like, oh boy. Turn is a 6. And Kelly now takes the lead here. And I think a bet check smells like a little bit of weakness. Doesn't it? Tell you what it doesn't smell like. It doesn't smell like an 8. That's for sure out of the window and gone.
Jeff does have a gutter ball here.
Only thing is, oh. I definitely thought he was going to call there. And like if he calls, no matter what the river, he probably is going to want to shove to get that hand through.
What did you raise it to? 40. You raised it to 40? And you folded an 8 like a jack wagon. That's pretty much right. Got him. You could have got a full double up for me. At pocket 5s. You make a boat?
He just said he had pocket 5s.
I want Kelly Jill and King Joffrey on the heads up play for this championship. It would be hilarious.
He just told the table he had pocket 5s. No shot. No shot. Whoever, I mean, obviously his table mates will go back and look. Like Jeff will go back and look at that hand, and he did not have 5s. He had the best hand, but he didn't have 5s.
I could not get lucky on you. You got lucky on me. That's a good thing.
What would you do for a Jaeger bomb?
Do. That's how that ends. That's the end of that jingle. That's the end of that jingle right there.
Why you do like that? Don't do like that.
You know T. T always says that. That's why it's so funny. But Joffrey is all in. That's no laughing matter. He's moved in for the remaining of his tournament chips. And Chris is going to call, shows King Jack. Joffrey's in good shape. He's got an ace and a queen. Can he find a double up again? Can King Joffrey add to the kingdom, to the empire? The flop is 10 high. That's good for Joffrey's hand. Turns an 8. That's even better. But Chris does pick up a gutter to the jack high straight. And the 4 is going to give Joffrey the winning hand. The man doubles up again.
If he wouldn't have raised, you would have been
Joffrey sitting on 350K now, still sitting short, but not the shortest stack at the table. Chris is now down to what?
House Lannister is growing. This is insane. And meanwhile, Chris takes a crushing blow to his stack. The man is now officially on life support. And Joffrey's alive and well. The man is you could call the man superhuman. He can't lose.
He's got alligator blood.
I mean, look at him. He folds ace 9 correctly to Kelly when Kelly opened with ace king. And Kelly's all in with king 10. I assume Unique opened. And then Kelly Joe.
No, this is blind versus blind.
Okay. I see.
not against no ace high, that's for sure.
King Clancy says, how many entries? So in this inaugural 2021 Trifecta Series main event, the entry was $2,000 to play. We had 146 players with a total prize pool of $258,420. Top set, boys. Top set, boys. Yeah, I hope so, Nick. I mean, if you guys are over on YouTube chat or in the YouTube chat, you can't be on anything. But if you're in the YouTube chat, if you're a fan of Jeff Trudeau, if you're a fan of Unique, if you're a fan of anyone on this final table, or if you just like poker in general, please hit that like button over on YouTube. Show YouTube that we have pretty good content and that they can recommend our content to the rest of the world so that everybody else can be blessed with some good content from BestBet Jacksonville.
Also, guys, check out our live stream schedule. We are coming into the beginning of the month. A lot of cash games are scheduled, and if you want to play on our live stream, hit us up at our website, www.bestbetjacks.com. Find the live stream tab and check out our live stream schedule. Now, if you want to play, there's an online app that you can go ahead and fill out. Just follow up with our poker room manager, Sage Charletta. Ew.
I was like, what did you just do?
I said that awfully. Sage Charletta.
Yeah, I was like, what did you just do? I was like, what just happened?
About a bunch of word vomit just came out of my mouth. But again, check out that schedule. We usually run 3 streams a week. Lots of content for you all.
Oh boy, look at this. So Chris here is in the big blind with an ace, and you have an open and a call behind. You have 85,000 in your stack. Chris, what are you gonna do? He's gonna get the rest of his chips in. Tournament life on the line, and looks like Kelly has more than 100K out there. Yeah, Kelly's gonna 4-bet to 350.
Looks like we're on a 3-way all-in pot, guys.
And now Unique is faced with a decision.
I mean, he's got to put it in. He got 140K.
But
pocket
it's extremely strong for Kelly to 4-bet here because I think he opened.
Although, you know what? ICM does play a little bit here. So right now, 7th place is going to be. Are we at right now? 7th place? No, 6th place.
Johnny and Jordan messed with it. They all collectively messed with it. And I came in today, and Johnny said, "You know what? We're back in it." So I said, "Okay, let's do it. Let's bring these people what they want. Tournament action."
So again, guys, because of ICM isn't player Unique, could probably fold here because he will make a pay jump if he does fold, and Kelly Joe knocks out Chris. But either way, he needs some chips as well.
Let's go, Picasso.
So 2 players now at risk. Unique, I had pocket jacks. Chris will need an ace. Kelly Joe will need a king or queen. Here's our flop.
Flop comes 10 high. That's not good for Chris's hand. He's going to need a good turn card, and that's a great one. He's going to pick up the straight flush draw, and Unique does have the jack of clubs, but it's not going to matter. The river is a 4 of diamonds. Unique is going to chip up here big. Chris is going to be eliminated, and guess what? King Joffrey isn't even involved in the hand, and the man makes a pay jump.
He almost made 2 pay jumps.
He is winning.
I lost 85
He's
more
winning
times.
at life. And
I had an ace 2 in
Kelly knew he was limited there and what he could lose. He knew Unique had the biggest stack there, so he was limited to losing, I think, maybe two something.
Yeah, I think with Kelly Joe's hand, you definitely wanted to isolate it heads up, especially with King Queen.
And that's the thing about it, Jeff. Like Johnny said, ICM there played a big part in that hand. And Unique, based on the pre-flop action, probably figured his jacks were beat. So that might have been a spot there where he could have folded jacks.
Well, we will get a payout for you guys.
Yes, so excuse me. That is correct.
Just to see how ICM played a part.
So
in that
Chris
game.
actually is going to be eliminated in 6th place. And he's going to take home $12,455 as Rishi looks down at 2 kings on the button, takes a glance up at the clock, reevaluates, does a little inventory on his stack, and I think he's going to want to go ahead and just get it all in here.
Oh, no. I guess the big stack Kelly Joe, you probably don't want to get it all in. You want to go ahead and try to put, well, you can go all in. Never mind.
He's all in.
I would have elected better to just go ahead and do a 3-bet to size and play post. You're playing heads up in the tournament. Pocket kings don't come around too often. You kind of want to get some value just to go all in there. Yeah, I would have liked to play post flop with the chip.
I think that
holding
was
pocket
more,
kings. Come on.
I think that was more or less directed and targeted towards Kelly. The man is open. The man is 3-bet him.
Yeah, but play in
Plenty of
post.
times. I mean, poker can be emotional. It can be an emotional game. Sometimes you can get sick of it. You can just get sick of it. I think that's what it was. Oh, Kelly open? Oh, those are his chips out there? I'm all in. Give me that 50K. I want his. I'm going to put his chips right on the side of all the chips. I want to know where Kelly's chips are.
I would have made it 140K. Get a call. See a flop.
I mean, that's how you get value with kings, but Rishi,
There's some value in there with the chip leader.
there was a little personal vendetta going there. Mike Jungblood, what's up, bud? What's going on? TCH boys in the house. How you guys doing out there, man? You guys doing okay? How's life? Just got a little tournament action. Just a little tournament final table. Started up a little bit earlier. We have the character himself, Kelly Joe Andrews, at the table. So the final table's a little spicy today. And you got a lot of quiche up top. Oh, no, I completely agree. There with kings, Johnny's explanation was perfect. But like I said, you know, poker can be an emotional game. He could have said, oh, okay, those are Kelly's chips, I want them.
That's why you got to take emotion out of the game and
turn into a shell of just nothingness. Nothing can phase you.
All right, so we need payouts.
Payouts? Oh, yeah. Here, let me give you guys payouts. Really
All right,
quick.
so next player out is going to receive upwards to about 16K. So
16,000?
So payouts are getting pretty deep now. Next player out, again, 16K. Top prize for this event, 65,000.
Who doubled you up? Oh, that guy here.
Trudeau finding King Queen of Diamonds, going to raise it up now to about
I doubled him up too.
40,000.
So I think right now at the table they're talking about who's doubled up King Joffrey, and it's been everyone. Everyone has selectively doubled him up throughout the course of this final table.
He's got a locking key around this chip.
Lines up now. Lines are at 15 and 25K. Price of poker has just went up.
This is true. Emotion normally means you lose, but it's in a game where you're playing for your money, where it's your money at stake. It's kind of hard to eliminate emotions. Oh God, as Kelly Joe has aces on the button, and I'm gonna save my comments till after this hand. I want to see what happens.
Kelly Joe wants to make it small. That's it's all right, raise 65K.
Oh
Rishi pockets 7.
God.
Ooh.
Oh, he might get burned down.
Yeah, with as many hands that
Emotion's
Kelly has
playing
opened
here though. This is emotion.
Yeah.
This is emotion. 3-bet time. See?
Oh, all in from Rishi.
He snapped him
Kelly
off with
Joe
aces.
snaps him with
Good
pocket
Lord.
aces.
Is Rishi dead? Rishi might be done.
Rishi
Oh, it's over for him.
overplays 7.
I told you this. That's the
aces.
emotion, Johnny. That's the emotion. I mean, sure, he could be shoving 7s there, but
Oh,
King High Flop
no.
is pretty safe. That 5's as safe as possible. He needs a 7 and only a 7. And Rishi has been eliminated.
Just like that. And
Kelly
King
played it to
Joffrey
perfection.
ladders up again and makes an additional $4,000.
He's gonna win.
Because that's where you
He's gonna win. If he doesn't win, I'll shave my head. Joffrey, I'm putting a lot on you, buddy.
Joffrey the Ladder King.
I'm putting my head on you,
Sure.
buddy.
All right, we need chip counts.
Chip counts. I mean, Kelly's killing everyone.
Let's see what's going on. So Kelly Joe's going to have all the chips now. 64% of the chips in play. Jeff Trudeau trailing behind with 23% of the chips. Unique and Jeffrey about the same amounts.
As much carnage and blood has gotten to Johnny. Johnny's like, I can't do this. There's too much blood in the air. He's got them all choked up.
Oh, man. These guys are fighting.
It's the power of the mullet, man. They don't understand. Listen,
Fear the
if
mullet.
you guys want, for those of you who play poker, which should be all of you, I will get Kelly Joe's barber's information.
Shortest stack, biggest stack.
You guys can take a trip out. Oh, now Jeff has aces.
You at today?
You guys can take a trip out to South Carolina. You'll get lined up. You can get that mullet that Kelly has for the nice low price of $20.
You actually pay for a haircut like that?
Yeah. I don't hope so. you actually,
I mean,
you actually pay for that?
It's a mullet. Like, I think you can do that at home, yeah?
I know, right? That's great. So Jeff does get action here with his aces as well, and we're gonna see the flop three ways: Joffrey, Jeff, and Kelly Joe. Joffrey does have
Joffrey
a
limped
gutter.
again? Why did he limp the big blind?
he limped with Jack 9.
Ah, come on. Well,
About 65.
Justin Miner says, "Where's that damn cocktail waitress with the poison tea? It's not happening yet. It's not happening."
Kelly Joe at the ace-8 looking to hit some backdoor draws.
Yeah, but you don't. So Kelly just got these chips. Those are brand new. You don't want to give them away so soon. And to be honest, Kelly Joe has been having his way with the table, but this is the point where Jeff fights back. You know, the man has $2 million in chips. Yeah, that's the move right there. That's the move to make. If you put Kelly on a drawing hand, you just got to get out of the way. Kelly, you got ace high, buddy.
Kelly definitely was just trying to see where he's at with the raise.
It was
I
a
don't mind it.
poison tea, even though they were in like the 1600 whatever time period. I don't think the children were drinking, so it might have been a tea. Yeah, aces. I don't think Jeff has said a word.
Justin's a very quiet player. He hardly ever says anything.
Really?
Yes. He's a very methodical, analytical player, mostly always stoic.
I thought you wanted some.
It does, Deep.
My man has literally outlast. How does that work? You outlast 4 other players being the short stack. Listen, Joffrey, King Joffrey, you tell your children about this story. You let them know. You let them know, hey, the one time Dad had 3 chips and made the final table and is now guaranteed 4th place money.
Raise to 65.
So Kelly's gonna now. He's got all the chips in play. So, is it safe to say he can? Because I mean, obviously, I'll ask you. Is it safe to say he can kind of quote unquote play around a little bit? You know.
I mean, absolutely. Punish those blinds. Make sure you don't get in it for cheap. You're gonna definitely are able to open a lot of hands. You also have enough chips where you can lose some and not get too sticky with hands as well. But you definitely want to keep on the pressure, especially with the short stacks in there.
Yes, especially if you're lying, I'm gonna fucking cut your tires. No. Hey, in 15 minutes, see what he is. When he just shoved. Good luck to all of you guys.
I think Kelly Joe might be one of those players. The more he drinks, the better he plays.
If we had a small sample size, as small as this final table, that is definitely the case. As this final table has started, he has been drinking and he has been amassing more chips. So, yes, this is a fact.
All right, looks like an all-in for wait, Unique has 450k. Never mind. Small little stab with ace-9 four-handed. Looks like he'll get this through.
Yeah, he's gonna get that through.
Yo, I gotta urinate some surfs.
Well, these blinds are coming around quick. King Joffrey's got about
Where are the blinds at?
he's got about maybe 8 big blinds again.
Random days.
That's his comfort zone, man. Between
That's where he likes to stay.
6 to 12 big blinds
He
is
waits. He strategically waits.
is that sweet spot.
Meanwhile, there's fallout around him. People are dying. Chip stacks are being sacrificed in the name of poker. And where is he at? Still on the table. Still in the action. Chris, gone. Raphael, gone. He's still there. Rishi, gone.
He's ladder up about 15 or 20K from the start of this final table on the short stack. 8-handed, 8th place money was about 7,000. The last player out received 16,000. I'm pretty sure 20K is about what's going to be left for 4th place.
Kelly with the open ender. Bet 75,000. Unique. Takes another peek. Folds.
I don't like that fold there all that much. I guess 90K. It's like a quarter of a stack.
Well, like I said, he has so many freaking chips that these players can't afford to tangle with him. They can't afford to. Oh, well, you might think, oh, well, he's bluffing or he's making a move. Yeah, well, in order to find out if he's making that move, it's going to cost you your tournament life.
2 million and this. 2,050,000.
Yep. Kelly Joe has 2,050,000. The next largest stack is Jeff. Jeff has almost about $1 million.
I think so.
What?
A million, and then it was.
Oh, yeah. A million. Black and yellow. That was weird. I don't even know.
Yeah, just the flair for today, DJ. Always, man. Their poker lives are essentially dying. You know, their tournament lives are dying. Joffrey's alive and well. And speaking of Joffrey, he's gonna find himself heads up, but in trouble because Jeff has outflopped him.
8 times. 2 times. Yeah.
Down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay, cool. Probably just Kelly.
What'd you do, go in the corner? He opened his mouth. That's my dog right there. That's true friend. He didn't swallow. He's spinning his beer bottle. He didn't swallow. He ain't nasty now.
And this is by far the most talkative final table we've ever had.
It's almost, not gonna lie, obviously, very serious tournament. And if there's ever any indication of it being a serious tournament, there's 64,000 up top at play right now. But it feels like a cash game. Like it feels like you're just having a good time with the good old boys. Like there's just, you know, there's really nothing going on, and I guess that's all thanks to Kelly.
That's his train out of this motherfucker. That's his train home.
Joffrey with the ace-9 of clubs, all in 135.
boy.
He's got king
Joffrey is at risk again.
Man,
Can he double up for like the 6th time tonight?
None of that.
There's an ace on the
7,
flop.
queen, top pair.
Oh, he finds a king on the turn though, and he's now dead. Joffrey doubles up again.
Come back down to daddy.
Even Joffrey's talking a little bit now. He says, "Bring those chips right on back down to daddy."
He come in with a blind and a half.
He came in. He did come in. Like I said, that's the running story. He came in with a blind and a half.
Wow, woo, wow.
Well, hey, so now you done got doubled up by everybody. Everyone that didn't double you up, at least twice.
All right, let's start all over now.
Nah, that's
So I guess now it's all come full circle. Every player within the last 4 to 5 places have doubled up Joffrey. Before Chris took his leave, which shout out to Chris there, finishing in 6th place, did, 6th place. He did
Raise 75.
he did double up Joffrey.
Joffrey, king, queen of hearts. He's got some chips now. And does he like to limp
And that's already set up. That's already set up.
on the button? Flop 4, 7, 7. Bet. Unique. Joffrey's gonna fold.
Then we should put him in the Kentucky Derby. Hurry up, but he's going to take his ride, man.
There you go.
Thankful.
Now that time I didn't mind the limp. King, Queen of Hearts. Definitely like to see a flop.
I love how this is live and the players are just lying. You just told Joffrey he had pocket nines.
He's going to be tripping on
Like, they can go back and look at this. They are. Not only can they will go back and look at this.
That's going to get caught.
Oh no, Jeff, not Joffrey. Jeff Trudeau. That gentleman there in the 2 seat. He's the one who has 1.8 in tournament winnings. That's Jeff. Jeff T.
Yeah, Jeff Trudeau in the 2 seat is who we're talking about. Joffrey is not our guy with 1.8 million in tournament earnings. That
he's the man. He's the man that with the chip in the chair has been running very well. I think Kelly ran so fast to the bathroom. I don't think he fixed himself up before he left. He was trying to make it back to get his hand.
I don't think your phone is zooming enough. Trust me, I tried it. This is a new phone.
I won't even say what he just said.
Just like a radar.
They said 17 plus back there on the thing.
And Kelly Jill stepping on the pressure. 65 offsuit, race to 60K. Unique King 10 of diamonds, like he's going to limp, and Joffrey on the big blind ace 4. Okay.
And he flops 2 pair. Are you freaking kidding me? How you do that, man? Johnny, I really want to know how you do that.
Well,
how do you open 6-5?
the way you do that is you're gonna have 70% of the chips and raise 80% of your hand, and sometimes you're just gonna get there and smash the flop. And let's get some stats. Let's get some V pips. Let's get some.
I'll give you anything you want.
Yeah, let's get some hand stats here. So V pip Kelly Jill 43%. Let's get some aggro frequency. Kelly Jill 45%. Let's go 1-2 showdown.
I just think you're good vibes.
You want a beer?
42% for Joffrey for 1-2 showdown.
That's right, because he's the man. He says, I'm always making it to showdown, baby.
My hand's always good.
Dang, he good. That boy is so good. Well, he's showing the icy grip he has on the table. Oh, Jeff does have a suited ace. He might want to 3-bet this hand. He just called, I think. Yeah, he just called.
Kelly Jill is like a end boss.
And he flops bottom set. No, so okay, explain this to me. So he opened 6-5 on the button and flopped 2 pair. Explain this. Open 4s.
Damn, I'd have checked if I knew that was damn flop. Flop damn set.
All right, this is what Kelly Jill looks like. Have you played Cyberpunk?
Yes.
Kelly Jill looks like an end boss from Cyberpunk.
They weren't even looking.
Set, boys.
This is pretty good. Cyberpunk is a great game too. Past all the bugs that it had, but hey, that was the fun part of it. When Kelly Joe finds himself running, I don't know how to properly put into words how good he's running. So I'm just gonna say, dang, he good, he real good. And we're gonna continue on in this final table. It looks like Kelly Joe can't be stopped. Bottom set, boys. Yeah, he has so many chips. You platinum trophy Cyberpunk? Yeah. I know, he can't miss. He can't miss. Ace 10 of diamonds. You flop. What was the flop? Ace 10 of diamonds. The flop was Queen, Jack, 9, 2 diamonds. King, Jack of hearts, runner, nut flush. Pocket 4 is bottom set. Open 6-5 on the button. Flop 6-5 deuce. And Joffrey with ace queen now.
That's got king queen, Queen Jack.
He's all in.
This is only about another 8 big blinds. Kelly Joe, whoa, what's going on here? I think our graphics kind of tweaked out there. Okay, back. That went on there, and it didn't happen. So action now on Jeff. King, Jack of Hearts.
Is Returnal good?
Just a call.
I heard Returnal is really good. I wanted to watch like a playthrough on it, but I think I'm just gonna get it. So Jeff does call here with the King Jack, and I've seen this look many times. The man has been standing up about 7 or 8 times, and he's gonna want to hold.
No, man, none of that. None of that. For you, bro.
The flop is 9-9-4. That's good. Turns to 7. That's okay. And Joffrey is still alive. He cannot die. He is alive.
I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a montage of all of Joffrey's all-ins during this final table.
Not only that, we should have an all-in counter. We should have started one.
Yes,
Because right now he'd be up to 7 or 8.
That's got to be our next video.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's
Ping, double, ping, double, ping, ladder.
And it's perfect because, like you said, he gets down to about 85,
Right.
90,000, doubles up. This is great. So yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the final table of our 2021 Trifecta Series main event final table. 146 total players. We are now down to 4. Jeff Trudeau there in the 2 seat. The man has amassed $1.8 million in tournament winnings live. Kelly Joe Andrews, well, he just has a mullet and he likes to drink. Unique there in the 3 seat, very accomplished player. He is not a stranger to final tables. And then King Joffrey all the way over in the 8th seat. The man came into the day with a blind and a half and has now outlasted 4 of his table mates and is now guaranteed at least 16, more than that. I lied. He's guaranteed at least $21,996. Truly amazing.
25 more.
So if you guys just tuning in, enjoy this final table. And I hope you're enjoying your day. And this is not the stop of the tournament action. Next month, I believe, we're going to have our Card Player Poker Tour. That's going to come down June 17th through the 28th. We're going to have a main event in that also. That will be $2,500 along with a 6-max, a horse tournament. We're going to have a 460 with $100 bounties. If you're not here, come June 17th, where you're just going to be missing out. So,
and again, it's the Card Player Poker Tour Series. They're an awesome partner that we have. We usually have an event with them every single year. They'll blast us on the front cover of their magazine and also put in some good articles about our room. And the champion
Well, I mean, I asked him what time
of that series as well will be included into their magazine.
super cool. So we'll be more than happy. The Card Player Poker Tour comes on down. That way we can run a nice event for you guys out there.
You're my only problem, so I don't get rid of you.
2 calls.
Not with this bullshit. I can't do
3
it.
checks.
Heads up.
3 checks.
Turns a tray.
2 bets, 25.
Notice how Kelly is playing a lot more cautious against Jeff.
He knows. Like, and Jeff is the only one that could really put, quote unquote, a dent in his stack. The man has 2 million in chips, and Jeff, I think, has close to 1 million. So he knows to tread lightly against him. Gainer Hobson Ewell, the buy-in for this tournament was $2,000.
No, it just got a little.
Just slipped out of your hand?
Yeah.
Joffrey, King, Queen clubs.
You gotta ooh. You gotta ooh. Fucking weed.
Another limp.
Bob and weave.
So y'all gonna leave the sun with me.
Oh, it's a raise.
Let me see if I will go with that.
85K.
Not bad.
Looks like it'll get through. Nice. All right.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
The room
What
is
is
alive.
What in the world is happening?
I think Kelly Joe's vibe is going through the whole room, and
Wait.
everybody's.
What? I want to know what cash game that is. Where I'm guessing the pot got the showdown, and the man just gets up and starts yelling that, and he's still going. I'm definitely gonna do some investigating into that.
It sounds like fun mixed with.
No, they're arguing because she's walking somebody out.
She's walking somebody out.
Got a little handsy and
Uh-oh.
Sunday Funday. Two-folded.
See you then, Sean.
Somebody off.
hey, you need to face the wall, buddy. Go in the corner. You said go in the corner.
That's a good night to have, Justin. Were you up in Tampa? Sean, you know I'll let you know. I always let you know all the tea.
Joffrey elects to limp again on the big blind. Queen 7 of clubs.
He might get in trouble though.
Or he can just going to flop the nut club draw. Paired board.
It's 290 in. He's 290 left.
Yeah, just stuff it. There you go. I like that play.
Yep, and he folds relatively quick.
More than likely, if Kelly Joe had called, they would have chopped that pot. If club's name. Didn't it come out?
That I can do.
Over in St. Petersburg. Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. How many entries total? 146. We had 146 in.
Ends up losing.
Something like that. I wouldn't mind. Jimbo Jones, I wouldn't mind. Hands in the air like he does. He just doesn't care. Kelly Joe. Kelly Joe's having a great time at the final table. We have 4 players remaining. The next player out is guaranteed a whopping $21,996.
4 folds. 8 folds. Heads up. Good catch. Good, that's 50. That's 100.
Sorry, guys. We have some tournament developments going on right now. Johnny has to take care of a few things, and I have to take care of a few things. We will be right back in about 2 to 3 minutes. Things happen fast.
God damn, bad river.
I tossed the queen 4.
That's cool.
I know.
Deuce River. 200. Oh, shit. Negative. He folded, he called 100 on the turn. You supposed to call turn, you gotta call river.
Two raises of 50. 3 folds. Nancy will be right back.
That really burns my blood, bro.
Give me a little bit.
Yeah.
Give me a bit.
No. It's been working.
I had a protein shake this morning for breakfast.
Whatever you're doing, George.
All I have in my stomach is your leftover hot dogs from last night. I ain't ate nothing either. Oh yeah, the chicken dumplings.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. Everyone.
Come on, yeah. Love you 2 times. Put a little barrier up here so they just stop it. Sling them a little barrier up here. So
All right, sorry guys, we're back in action now. Kelly Joe, ace queen suited. Unique pocket tens. Joffrey 7-4 off. Just a call from Unique is a little bit curious there. I don't know what. Okay. All right, Kelly Joe, Unique heads up, tens versus ace queen, and a set of tens for Unique. Kelly Joe, top pair, top kicker. Kelly Joe with a very small sizing, 50K to call. Unique, just a limp. And a turn card of 8 of diamonds. Bet of 75K from Unique. Although I felt like Unique kind of missed out on a full double, but does collect some chips. Actually, no, it was all in the call, so my bad.
yes.
King of diamonds on the river, and Unique has doubled up with a set of tens.
Something told me I wanted a club on the
Again, guys, 4 players left. That's this final table of our Trifecta main events. Next player out, $21,996. First place for this event, $64,067.
How's that?
Joffrey with King High and Jeff with a pair of tens. Joffrey with the check. Jeff is going to go and lead out. Joffrey folds.
Sending somebody home this hand, boys. Call him a shot, Babe Ruth. Somebody's going home this hand, boys.
Hope I'm safe.
All right, Unique, full 10-8. Joffrey, pocket tens. Just needs to ship it here. And Jeff is going to wake up with ace king. He is going to go ahead and ship. Kelly Joe is going to go ahead and get out of this pot. Joffrey, now at risk of being eliminated, is ahead. Can he do it again? If he doubles here, he'll have a pretty good stack of just touching 1,000,000 chips. Flop 9, king, trade, and Jeff does flop top pair, turn card 6 of diamonds, rear card jack of clubs, and Joffrey finally is eliminated. 3 players left at this final table. Great job for Joffrey. Just made $21,996 after coming into day 2 with just a blind and a half, 3 chips, ladders all the way up, and makes Again, a little over $21,000. Congratulations to Joffrey. Awesome play. And now again, we are down to 3 players left at this final table. Next pay jump.
Oh, that would have been a good double up.
Small button, the other big one.
It's going to be quite significant here. Next player out will receive $30,298. So it looks like Jeff has claimed the chip lead over Kelly Joe for the first time. Unique now ace, queen of clubs. Jeff, ace, queen of hearts.
Yeah, so I just went and talked. Well, no, I'm gonna let it happen. I'm just gonna let it happen. Obviously, I told them we had a few things to do. One of the players came by, told me a story. And,
well, this is going to sound pretty interesting here with both players holding ace-queen suited.
all right, so ace-queen versus ace-queen. Oh, boy.
Oh, no, Jeff.
There are 2 hearts on that flop.
Is free rolling.
Oh, he's free rolling to the heart. Ah!
And just like that, heads
That's
up
it.
action.
That's it. And you can see Unique's like, yeah, man, ace-queen versus ace-queen. Like you think, call it a day, chop it up. Flops the flush draw and gets there on the river. A nightmarish kind of hand. You'd never expect it to come out that way. Especially when you're suited and he's suited. You just go, all right, well, let's just hope we chop it up. And that didn't happen.
You had the
so.
clubs, right?
You had cards.
Oh, no, I had hearts.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
had
he
cards.
had ours. Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Damn.
Oh, Jeff thought they were going to
Jeff thought he lost. No, Jeff thought he lost. Jeff thought he had the clubs. So Jeff was getting ready to pay Unique, which is why they called Unique back to the table. And Unique's like, no, I had ace-queen of clubs. He had ace-queen of hearts. That's so brutal. That is so brutal. And the sickest thing is, I just went out to
All right, guys.
Turn down the volume.
Kelly, you're gonna stay where you're at.
I just went out to go look at the Best Bet 500 that we have running in the back of the room. Also, guys, Best Bet 500 registration is still open, I believe, to get into that. That's going to be taking place in the back of the room. Unique walked right past me. And Unique goes, hey, did you see the hand, right? I go, what are you talking about? He goes, you didn't see the hand? I go, well, it was final table, so me and Johnny had to go set up for that. And I haven't seen it. He goes, yeah, ace-queen versus ace-queen. And I lose.
All right, let's put up some chip counts right now.
Chip
right
count
now,
coming.
bear with us, guys. This will take a couple minutes. We're gonna set up for heads-up play. We're gonna detail out what's happening now.
You know what? I'll drop just payouts. They might want to see money. They want to see what money's
So
about.
between first and second place, a difference of $22,000.
This is a $22,000 heads-up match.
That's correct. First place, again, you're going to receive $64,067. Second place, $42,711. Let's check the chip discrepancy between the two. I think Jeff now has a chip lead over Kelly Joe.
He does.
Jeff holding $2,080,000, and Kelly Joe
That's such a sick way to
with
lose.
$1.5 million.
It's hurting me. It's hurting me just a little bit on the
I
inside.
mean, it's not really a big difference in chips. They're still kind of relatively even. Right now, 15, 25K blinds.
So yeah, so they're gonna take some pictures. They're gonna do some fun stuff. If you guys want to go grab a drink, use the bathroom, we'll be back in about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. They're just gonna take some inventory, move those chips in the heads up position. We're gonna adjust some cameras, take some pictures, and then Kelly Joe and Jeff Trudeau are gonna both be playing heads up for who's gonna be crowned the tournament champion of our Best Bet Trifecta Series $2,000 main event. So, like I said, about 22K on the line, and let's see who wins. We'll be back in about 3 to 4 minutes.
Kelly, you were the button.
I literally cannot turn the table volume up because he's screaming. It's just going to sound like a bunch of blur. Okay, there we go. Like, I wanted to turn the table volume up, but I'm like, yeah, it'll just hurt everyone's ears.
All right, guys, we are back. A couple final table pictures. We'll get this underway. All right, guys, who's your favorite? Kelly Joe? Fear the Mullet? Or Jeffrey Trudell?
Fear the mullet, 100%.
Fear the Mullet?
Yeah, no disrespect to Jeff. Just got to fear the mullet. The mullet has supernatural powers. Now, see, like, had Jeff had like a charm, like a rabbit's foot, I don't know, something that gave him a little bit of luck, I'd be inclined to say it's dead even.
Well, let's see how the chat feels. Chat, who do you think is going to win? Who's your favorite, Kelly Joe or Jeff Trudeau?
One for Kelly, 2 for Jeff.
Hold on.
Looks like the fan favorite is looking Kelly Joe.
Ian and Reyes for 2-5, no limit hold. Raise your
I
hand.
got mullet. Getting a lot of mullet action.
Come on, chatters. Who's your favorite? I need to know this. Who are you guys rooting for?
I got like 9 Kelly, like 3 Jeff. No, they did not chop. I don't think there will be a chop today.
Nah, not for these guys.
He says Trudeau, not even close. Ooh, consider your name is Taylor Trudeau. There's a little bias there, but it's okay. We asked, you told. You did what you were supposed to do. So he's saying Trudeau, not even close. Saying Kelly. Well, we're going to find out here momentarily. The heads-up match is underway. First player out. Second place will get $42,711. And the winner will get $64,067.
Oh, Pokemon's going to go ahead and book 1 ether that Kelly Joe will win. What's ether up to?
Ether?
2,700?
Yeah.
Not that much?
Just over heads up, 23 hands. I like that number, actually. Sorry, guys. I had to look back at payouts to make sure everything was nice and taken care of. You're going to wager 1 Dogecoin on Jeff. I do have to shave my head. I'm gonna shave it off just a little bit. Not gonna be done with it, but I'm gonna shave it just a little bit. It says Jeff Trudeau. I picked Jeff probably an hour ago or longer. Okay, so we got some Jeff action. I'm going to say Kelly. I'm going to stay with my bet. I'm locking my bet in. Ray Sykes says Jeff, my dude. Okay. Well, we're going to find out here. We're going to find out here relatively soon. Let's see. So it looks like Jeff is going to be coloring up a few chips. Justin says blind drunkenness can't win heads up. Now you have me just as ready. Like, I'm slowly but surely turning into an audience member. Like, I just want to see what happens now. So 8-7 versus 9-6, and Jeff is going to flop a 9. Check, check. Turns a king. Jeff is going to call. River's an ace. Wow. Kelly Joe runs so well. You just want to see some good poker. He calls, shows a7. Yeah, Jeff. I think Jeff automatically knew there. He's like, he had a read on it, read on the hand. Once he saw the ace, he automatically knew. He's like, okay, yep. You didn't have what I thought you had.
Attention players, the new hot hand is 8, full of 7s.
Jeff Kelly will be a draw / mullet versus 1.8 milli.
Arlie, will you buy me a cup of ice?
And Kelly Joe looks down at queens. What are the odds you get queens heads up? I don't know, but it has to be real low. It has to be. And Jeff is going to make the call with 10-8. Flop comes 9-4 Trey. Maybe Kelly Joe signed a contract in blood or something.
Small bet from Kelly Joe. Half pot, 75K to go.
Maybe.
Oh.
The man has ran good.
Looks like Trudeau's going to try to take a stab at this. He's going to raise it.
That's not smart.
260K.
Heads up plays on a whole nother level.
235K back to Kelly Joe. Pocket queens. Re-raise.
You must surrender.
Guys, your blinds are up.
Blinds are up now.
30,000 ante now, 15,000 small blind, 30,000 big blind.
30K now. Looks like the chips has fallen into Kelly Joe's favor. I think he's got the lead now.
Yeah, because you're acting first.
Tell me when she's ready.
It's like a little bit of an issue with our action tracker. I think we're trying to resolve. There we go. Jeff, now pocket jacks. Kelly Joe, 6 tray of diamonds.
I mean, it was only right. It was only right. He just had queens. Poker gods had to say, well, you know what? How about we even level the playing field? Only thing is, will Kelly decide to give Jeff some chips and some action?
Heads up action, and Kelly Joe does flop middle pair. Might feel pretty confident in betting here, 100K.
What are the payouts? Superman, I got you, buddy. Boom. Take a look at them right there. There are your payouts, my friend.
And just a call from Jeff. 5 up clubs on the river. Check, check. Jeff takes down his pot, and looks like the chips will kind of even out a little bit more here.
Yeah, that's what I said. I felt like that was just the poker gods, you know, telling the people, hey, we're gonna go ahead and balance. Justin said it perfectly. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. We learned that from a great philosopher, a great man by the name of Thanos. I don't know if you know anything about the guy. Existed. Pretty nice.
You know what's cool that the Icemen are wearing Thanos jerseys.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Like if I had my chance, if I had money, I would have definitely got one of them.
Well, we're going to the game on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
You guys didn't know, Arlie Johnson, who is our tournament director for this event, is also the announcer of the Jacksonville Icemen.
Yeah, and I watched a couple of clips from him, and I tell you, that man is nice.
Kelly Joe nice. Picking up premiums in this heads-up match. Ace-Jack of Hearts, Jeff King 9.
Oh, boy.
Definitely has to play heads-up.
And his flops comes king high. Tell Crazy Dave to hook it up. You know what, Justin? You might be right. I might have to do that. Turn is a queen 10 ball. Nope, queen is good. Jeff's 2 pair, kings and queens are good, and I think he needs to bet this. There's no thinking, he does need to bet this. Heads up, you go for value here, 100% of the time.
115.
And Kelly Joe, it's only 115. A lot of misdraws could have happened, so that's why Kelly decided to just go ahead and pay it off just in case he was on a draw.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead and give him a little bit. Not only that, like you said, definitely hands. A lot of misdraws could be doing that.
Right. A heads up play. I don't even think because the chips are even. They're still playing pretty deep, between 30 to 40 big blinds. Heads up. So you don't have to play extremely tight. You can loosen up a little bit. Try to hero call full bets. Doesn't really hurt you all that much. And Jeff has reclaimed the chip lead. Gonna raise the 60K 8-7. Kelly Joe with the 3-bet, or with 200K with 9-6 of diamonds. Gonna take down that pot.
Oh no, you're okay, Roy. You're good.
All right, Jeff picking up the A7 against Kelly Joe's 10-5. Gut shot straight draw. Kelly Joe will lead out. Jack of spades on the turn. Kelly Joe will continue.
140 from 3.
Jeff's gonna go ahead and make the fold there. I think they're about dead even in chips right now. They are. They're separated in chip stack of 35,000. Just quick stat there. They're almost have the same amount of chips in front of them. VPIP's almost exactly the same. It's dead even right now. So it's kind of really hard to determine who could win. I know we had a lot of Jeff Trudeau fans. We had a lot of Kelly Joe fans. But it's still up in the air right now. It says, let's go Kelly Joe. There's a raise there from Jeff. Kelly's going to go ahead and call Jeff's 3-bet. Take it to a flop.
Oh.
Flops the open
Wow.
ender.
It's a great flop for Kelly Joe. He's going to continue.
And he got a lead for 300K. Wow.
Jeff has only got 2 overs. Not going to risk it for a 10.
Hey, do we need somebody over in Twitch chat? What's going on over there? Y'all all right? Or both of our mods are off today. Both doing stuff. But Kelly Joe's going to take that hand down, and pretty sure. Well, actually, I think Jeff had the better hand there with 2 open, right? Kelly had the open ender.
Great, 60 for 7. Check 3.
Kelly Joe flops the open ender. So if you're going to take anything away from this heads-up play, take a look at what the action is. So they're not just check calling, they're not just check folding, raise fold, they're actually playing each other, okay? So heads-up play, premiums are great, but you still need to play add up. And that's what these players are doing. Kelly Joe now raised to 70K. Jeff looking to go ahead and make a 3-bet out here. 225. Kelly Joe looks him up.
So we got a flop heads up. Flop becomes king deuce 9. Jeff here is going to go ahead and bet. Looks like 175.
Kelly Joe bottom
Kelly's gonna go ahead
pair.
and call.
And 2 pair for Kelly Joe. And Jeff with
Oh boy, we might see
Jack's
the chips going.
ace kicker. Kelly Joe
Yeah.
coming out, firing.
Chips might go in here.
375K. 275K. Jeff knows that calling this turn bet, he's going to have to call a huge river bet. Although there are 3 clubs out there. Jeff does hold the ace of clubs, so he is drawing to the nuts. Five of diamonds on the river. Snap check from Jeff. Kelly Joe needs to find some value here. All in from Kelly Joe.
What in the world?
1.4 million.
Now, if you're Jeff, obviously you don't make the hand that you want on the river, but he still does have some showdown value with his jack.
But this is for his entire tournament life. If he
Yeah.
calls, he will be eliminated.
That's the only thing.
If he folds, he will live to see another day. Oh, he makes the
Wow.
call, and looks like it is over.
That's it. Kelly wins.
Yes, sir.
Jack, dude,
Kelly Joe with the robot.
that was let's be honest, that was a terrible roll. I understand the man is $64,000 richer, but I don't mind being the person to tell him, Kelly, you need to work on your robot, sir. You need to work on your robot.
That was a good quarter robot. All right, guys, thank you
Good
for
quarter
joining us.
robot.
And Kelly Joe is our Trifecta Series main event
There's
champion.
one remaining.
Kelly Joe, some stats for you all. Super aggro. Pretty much held the chip lead through the entire event. He is going to go away with upwards of $64,000. Also, congratulations to Jeff Trudeau. He can add another, what was it?
41.
41K to his Hendon-Bomb stats of north of $1.8 million. Again, guys, thanks for joining us here at Best Bet Live. We're going to go ahead and sign off. My name is Johnny Fantastic and Adonis.
Y'all have a good night. I'll see you back next Wednesday. You guys be great.
Thank you, guys. Good night.